All right, everyone. Hello and welcome to tonight's match of the Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Randomizer Tournament. Say that 3 times fast. My name is Serveroff, and with me is the Shades, and we are going to be bringing you AG versus Blue Crayon. How you doing tonight, Shades?
I'm doing fantastic, my friend. This is going to be something exciting here. AG, of course, ancient gamer, well-known runner here in the combo randomizer, and then we've got a pretty much a newbie in Blue Crayon. We never even got to see him in being featured here in the tournament already. He's been doing stuff behind the scenes, but made his way into the brackets. So we're going to be seeing what he's capable of here tonight. This should be very interesting.
Crayon making it through the group stages undefeated, so that is definitely saying something about his skills.
Yeah, so obviously you don't make it to the brackets by luck. You got to have some skill to get to this point. So we're gonna see what they're capable of.
Yeah, we were going over Blue Crayon's records. It seems like they are primarily Super Metroid, so they should have some good movement there, which would be really key to picking up items around there and doing some of the tricks depending on where they need to go.
Absolutely. One thing I've always said is when it comes to these games, you've got to have a little bit of everything. For Link to the Past, you have to have a good routing to make it work, and then for Super Metroid, proper execution and movement tech is the key to beating that game. And since these both guys are pretty much Super Metroid players, this should be a pretty even fight here, which would be interesting to see how each of them handle the respective games. Obviously, they've been practicing at both, so they're not going to be like super weak in either game, but you know, again, they have a preference, but it should be interesting to see what they do in each of those runs.
I agree with you spot on there. Both of these players, however, looks like they are starting with English text. Everybody knows Japanese text is faster, so it seems like a mistake, guys. Seems like a mistake.
Nonetheless, let's get prepared to get this race. So, ladies and gentlemen of Hyrule Enzeddas, I have one question for you this time. Are you ready for some random?
It's Tuesday night, so I don't know if we can have that party.
Oh, we can always have a party. And here we go.
This is going to be a great race, so strap in, folks. We're in it for the long haul.
Indeed. Now, both of our runners always start in Super Metroid here at the ship. Whether or not they go into Link to the Past immediately or take the gamble in a Blueprint Star, you never know. I've seen them go down to Blueprint first and pay off, but it looks like we will be seeing that. Blue Crayon is heading to Blueprint.
Wow, that is a big chance. There's one item available unless you are going to do that optional, not required ceiling check, which it will require the damage boost.
I hate to cut you off there, but we just found a sword on Lake Hylia Island. That could be an interesting play right off the bat.
Yeah, that's always a nice find to basically have a guaranteed sword. So we're going to find out if this down here at the Morph Ball pedestal and that ceiling check, if they pay off. Ceiling check, again, as I was saying, not in logic. So whatever Crayon finds there is... Wow, interesting. Skipping over power bombs there. I would usually not skip those. Blue Crayon might also be looking for a reset here.
That might be what he's about to do here. Depends on what he finds up here. Yeah, not much. He's going to get some super missiles. Now, AG making an immediate South Shore play. This is not something we see very often here. Most players will usually go to the Sanctuary and go straight to Kakariko and do the normal Lumberjack run, but we're seeing a first stop at the South Shore. That's very unusual.
Yeah, it is really, because you see that, check out his screen, he has Goose Egg for bombs, and it's very, very normal for players to go over to Kakariko and come do this later because they can guarantee that they have bombs when they come over to Mini Moldorm and, that, Ice Rod Cave. Yeah, that cold thing that's over in the corner.
Exactly. And we got to see... Now we're finally seeing the normal plays here. We got super missiles over at the Sanctuary. Now he's going to start making the normal routing play that we see.
Interesting to see if either of these runners want to go for that Houlihan room guarantee themselves some cash at the expense of a little bit of time.
And looks like AG indeed will be going for the Houlihan play. Meanwhile, Blue Crayon heading to Uncle, it looks like.
Yeah, I like the Houlihan play. It guarantees you being able to buy bombs and check the bottle vendor, and gives you a bit of a head start for Zora. There's 5 rupees on the tree pool. Not really what Crayon wanted to see, I don't imagine.
Not the greatest of picks, no, unfortunately. Let's see what we've got here at Uncle. We got an E-Tank. Use some early health when we finally get to Super Metroid.
Absolutely.
Let's see what the old man, let's see what our old uncle's got for us tonight here. We're looking for some good stuff here right off the bat. I'm
thinking 10 arrows. Oh, close. Quarter of a heart.
Just a little bit of love.
Oh, AG now making the same play. This is really interesting. Both of these players going for what I would say is a kind of an unorthodox start. But it might be that they're trying to angle against each other. They know.
We got to hold that thought. We got a map check there. Blue Pendant and Hera. Crystal 5 at Desert and Crystal 3 at East.
Yeah, so 2 more pendants in the Dark World and 1 more 5-6 crystal, the 6th crystal specifically, in the Dark World. Also pretty interesting.
Now I see Blue Crayon finally making the Lumberjack play, it looks like, and do another Tier 3 tree. Oh, now that's more like it. 4 bombs.
Yeah.
4 packs of 4 bombs.
That is the kind of tree pull that the runners are looking for. And the hoarders produce bombs as well. That's really nice, too.
Yeah, when this early in the game, you want that kind of thing. And looks like it was I couldn't tell if that was an E-Tank or a no-tank. I know it was a health tank of some kind. I just couldn't verify which kind.
Unlikely that our runners will be going back for that.
Yeah, I think it was a no-tank. So, yeah, definitely not going to be going back for that there.
Looks like chat is confirming that it was a nope tank. We'll see. AG going to make the same play in just a moment here. Yeah, but he's happy to see those bombs off that tree pole. An E-tank at the mushroom spot there.
Indeed. Yeah, we're definitely you definitely want to get the bombs early on because we've got a lot of checks we got to make. We got Kakariko, South Shore, and Sir Hassela's Closet in play. There's the Forest Thieves hideout. Still not finding much. We haven't found any progressive items. We haven't even found any good utility items yet. So we're, the only thing we found is something that's out of reach. Yeah, that's out of reach. We haven't found anything we can get right now.
Nope. You are spot on with that. So we'll see. I'm thinking that Kakariko is going to produce something for these runners.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's loaded to the bone here because we've haven't, again, with nothing being found yet. We've got to find something soon. The big thing we're looking for, of course, is the 2 orbs, the Morph Ball and the Moon Pearl. Are the 2 big things we're looking for, but obviously stuff like the hammer, gloves, swords, and things like that would also be very nice to find early on. Let's see what Blind's Hut's got for us here. Oh, right off the bat, we've got Bombos, and there's our Morph Ball.
Boy, so that's interesting because now that opens up Super Metroid. Now, the Blue Crayon here does not have any of those power bombs, and I don't think we've seen power bombs from AG's side either. So that'll be interesting to see when they want to go into Super Metroid, and how early they want to try to make those plays.
The usual route I tend to see is they do the normal Link to the Past Sphere 0 checks. Kakariko, South Shore, like I mentioned, possibly Sir Hassela's Closet, and that usually helps them determine what route they're going to take. Ooh, flippers in the well. Wow, this seed's starting to open up fast here.
Chat is correcting me. AG picked up power bombs at the dam. So when he gets this Morph Ball here, which he just did, then he'll be able to kind of go into Super Metroid. Now, I think AG at least likes to go into Super Metroid when he has at least 10 power bombs.
Makes sense there. So now chat's calling stacked Kakariko. I'm not calling that yet. I think we've only found 3 items of value, which is still pretty good. Don't get me wrong. But when I think of a Stackariko, I'm thinking like a ton of items. Oh, we got Fire Rod in the Chicken Shack. Also, thank you, AG.
Somebody needs to turn stream notifications off.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, charge beam in the tavern.
yeah, these are all niceties. I agree with you as far as stack. I think the fire rod is really the best item that they've picked up here from Kakariko. And it'll be interesting to see, kind of where that really leads them to.
Exactly. We didn't find much on the library. Blue Crayon's going to check the race game. He's not going to run it yet, just in case. I'm not as much of a fan of this as I used to be, though it works out in this case because it's just a 5-bomb upgrade. But sometimes I think it's better to just go ahead and run it. And even if it is nothing, you can still exit out pretty quickly. But if you find out there is something there, you end up wasting more time having to go back and run the race.
It's my stance on it. I like to just go blind right straight into it, and if I'm basically going to save and quit either way, unless I find something spectacular like the flute, where I will actually want to go back into town and turn that thing on immediately. So, when I see that it's garbage, I can save and quit kind of faster. But yeah. All right, here is Crayon going to be going into the dam here. He'll pick up those power bombs that we saw AG pick up earlier.
Yeah, but unlike AG, he's going to be able to go right into the mini Moldorm cave and the rest of the South Shore plays, which could end up being something big. And AG is going to still have to go back here because of that reason.
Yeah, and I think that was a really interesting choice by him to decide to go over there without having any bombs or anything. There's only 2 items there, so it's just like, do you really want to do that? Now, Crayon's choice of going down into Blue Brinstar also equally interesting, but I think that, kind of gives him information. The other thing with that, right, is now he has that information, but there's still a couple items down over there, right? There's the first missile in construction zone. Then there's the other missile there in the Blue Bryn, instead of with the ceiling item. Plus, there's Billy Mays, right? So, there's like 4 items down there that Blue Crayon kind of has to figure out how to route back in at some point in time.
Indeed. Oh, we got Green Pendant, Skull Woods, as we are checking out Sarhassala's closet. So we're going to be seeing a lot of items very quickly here. Let's see if we find anything of value in either one of these. Not seeing much other than just some resources. So, unfortunately, both Sarhassala and Mini Moldorm Cave a bust.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Really not what they're looking for. This will be interesting to see if AG decides to continue on over here and go into Eastern Palace, which it looks like he might be doing. Meanwhile, Blue Crayon going to go over to do a more typical Ice Rod cave check. And it'll be interesting to see whether he wants to go over to the hobo with the flippers. I would think that would be kind of the natural next play. Another option for him is to kind of use the teleporter and to take him up to the Zora area where he could check the ledge plus the waterfall fairy.
Yeah, though they might save that for once they have enough money to actually check Zora himself, in which neither runner is anywhere near right now.
Yeah, that would
be. Let's see what the Ice Rod Cave's got for us.
Yeah, that would be the only downfall to going up to Zora right now.
Hold that thought. We just got a sword in the Ice Rod Cave.
Well then, that maybe it's some cold steel. Yeah, so that's interesting. That makes the island sword number 2 right now, potentially sword number 3, depending on what else they find. So it definitely guarantees that our runners find Master Sword.
And that's even if they need to. I mean, if there's a very distinct chance that by the time they even get the mirror to get to that other sword, they may end up finding the other 2 swords and already have tempered. And if that's the case, that sword's going to get left behind because not many runners are going to go for Butter Sword if they don't need it.
Oh, these runners definitely do not need Butter Sword. But yeah, that is also a possibility. Depends on routing and what the game decides to give up. There's just some missiles on the hobo there. That's not very exciting.
Sadly, no, but nonetheless, it's better to get that out of the way because, you've got access to it. Check it now while you can.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Eastern Palace hasn't really paid off either, unfortunately.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where AG decides to go after this Eastern Palace play here. He still has that mini Mold Worm and whatnot.
Deciding not to do a full run of Eastern Palace. I guess he wants to stick to the logic as much as possible on this one, which is not a bad call. Sometimes it is better to follow the logic. Waterfall Wishing not paying off either. But yeah, staying with the logic, not always the best of ideas. Also, shout out to Fear. Forgive me if I pronounced that wrong, but thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, my friend.
Yeah, those dark rooms might be difficult for AG without having something like a sword or something. A little easier to guide him around. So he will find that piece of steel over in the Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, but it looks like that's going to guide Blue Crayon. He's going for the escape play. We've still got 5 items hiding in the Hyrule Castle. Hopefully, we may not even have to touch Dark Cross, but that's only if we don't find the small key early on. And again, there's still 3 items in the back that they do not have access to in logic, because you need either the lamp or the power glove to get to them.
I like this play by the Crayon. The sword kind of says, you know, it's kind of the weapon you really want at the beginning of this game, and it makes this escape, excuse me, really easy and nice to get through. And it's kind of where the game's telling him to go. All right, AG's going to be going up to the Zora play. We saw Crayon do this and didn't produce much.
Nope, and there's the small key already there, so... and we haven't found the map yet, so there's still one possibility that we may not have to touch Dark Cross. If we find the map, though, that means Dark Cross is in play, and that means they're going to be either orphaning an item or they're going to be breaking logic.
That'll be interesting to see whether they want to do that or not. I don't know how well-versed Blue Crayon is in those dark rooms. They're not all that difficult if you practice them, but you do have to kind of practice them. Right. Oh, arrow capacity upgrade. Nobody wants that nonsense.
No, that is definitely not necessary. Now, AG, instead of saving and quitting, he's going to warp back over to Lake Hylia. Not sure what he's planning here. I think no matter what, it would have been faster to just save and quit out, but he wants to go the long way around.
He might be wanting to go to Hobo here. And he might figure it's a little bit easier for him to get to Hobo by just warping back. And there's that map. Oh, no.
That means there is an item in the Dark Cross, which means Lamp is required for that. So he's going to go ahead and Death Warp out.
Death Warp, yep. This has been one stingy seed.
Oh, and it looks like we're going to get a logic break. He's going for the cross.
All right. Well, he has the sword, so I mean, if you practice this with the sword, it's not all that difficult. Just a couple of rooms here, and you know, I think this it's worthwhile here, right? You're in here, and if you can do this, you might as well go for it. AG is making the same play, but he does not have that sword. He is orphaned Ice Rod Cave, and man, oh man, if he gets there to find that sword, he is going to be upset.
Absolutely. It's gonna if that ends up being, if the 2 swords we found so far, the only 2 that end up being collectible, or the other ones are way too out of the way to find, that's gonna cost him a lot of time. And if nothing else, if he takes too long looking for that, going for the other swords, and has to stick to maybe Master Sword Silverless, that could end up costing, hell, even just Master Sword Silvered will cost him more time than it will for Blue Crayon if he ends up getting at least Tempered.
That is a hardship that AG is inflicting upon himself, and you just hate to see that. Meanwhile, Blue Crayon making his way through all these dark rooms, no trouble it seems.
Yeah, I did not see what he grabbed in the Dark Cross. Yeah, I think he's already past the Dark Cross, and I did not see what he grabbed. If anyone in the chat saw, please let us know.
Yeah, that picking up the key off the rat there is the hardest thing.
Okay, chat's confirming it was just missiles there.
Okay.
So back of escape, nothing.
All Alright, so, that is... That is really, really interesting. Where are they going to go next? They still really need a glove to get to the mountain. That doesn't really produce that many items. It looks like Blue Crayon is going into Super Metroid here, and I like this.
It is the right play, because literally the only two things that were accessible in Link to the Past were Agina's Cave, and if they had and having to farm the money for Zora. So I don't really think either was a viable option there. Now, obviously, we want to check those at some point, but right at this point, we've got more options here in Link to the Past.
Metroid, you mean, right?
You're Metroid, yeah. What did I say?
Yeah. 10 arrows!
On the way, guys, where?
That's my favorite item. Not. AG knows. Whenever I play this with AG, he always laughs. He calls it Cerberoth when he finds 10 arrows, because I curse every time I find 10 arrows. Not literally, but.
All right. Bomb trees are not coming up. Go ahead and check Omega missiles.
Yeah, so I like this AG going into Super Metroid 2. So besides that sword, they're basically neck and neck here.
Yeah, and so for Super Metroid, that's not going to make that much difference. Also, by the way, anyone for the vanilla ice cream, considering what we just found at Omega?
Yeah, EG's going to be making that same thing here. There is a moonfall here by Blue Crayon. Really nicely done there.
Very impressive stuff. Always love to see that kind of tech. Gonna check Old Mother Brain here. Not finding much.
Now
Still very stingy on items.
Yeah. So this makes me think that Big Pink is probably going to be the play here. So we'll probably see... Interesting. If Blue Crayon wants to go and do Billy Mays, his power bomb count is like exact for that, but that means he has to go back up the climb. So we'll see what these runners want to do.
He's gonna check Alpha missiles first.
Yeah, I like this play before going into Billy Mays. If you find wrong kind of bombs. If you find some extra power bombs by doing this, it makes going to Billy Mays and then going meme route a lot easier. At least a lot easier decision, because you kind of don't want to go back up the climb, and getting access to Big Pink through the meme route is really nice. And you don't want to leave anything left like Billy Mays, because it's 2 items. They're way out of the way. You're never really going to get back here.
Exactly. Let's see what Billy Mays has got for us here. Just some money and help. And let's not forget, as AG just picked it up, Blue Crayon did leave behind that Super Power Bomb pack earlier, so he could pick that up on the way. So he's not really as low on power bombs as you think.
It's kind of what I was talking about. I had forgotten about that, but yeah, Blue Crayon may be remembering that and saying, you know what? There's 5 more power bombs over on that Morph Ball pedestal, so I can go do that meme route. So I bet you we're gonna see that from him. That'll be real nice, and we'll see how much he wants to go in and clear out Big Pink, and then if he wants to go up over to the wreck ship, or down Red Tower, something like that.
Let's see. Oop. Just a shield there on the way. Definitely does not want that. So he's just going to skip that and move on over into Green Hills.
Yeah, I think we're going to see both players pass on the shields. The one thing that they did pick up here is a big 300 rupees. So I think that gives them close to, if not Zora money.
Exactly. Yeah, I think for AG, that definitely will be Zora money, because he had close to 300 when he left. So getting that 300 will put him over the mark. And I think Blue Crayon, even if it doesn't, it will be very close. So we're starting our run here in Pink Brinstar. Not finding much very early on, unfortunately. We're still struggling. And why is he opening up Waterway? He's definitely not going to be able to access that.
I don't know. Oh, you know what? He might want to farm the zeros for additional power bombs down here. These zeros give a near 100% drop for power bombs, and it seems like that's kind of what he wants. I
That's
don't
a couple
blame him
watch
for
filler.
this. The with a single power bomb though, he can make it over to the fire fleas and or the Edikun area, and the B-toms down there will give power bombs as well. So as well as the
Yeah, that's
fire
fair.
fleas. So it's actually a little bit faster to farm them that way if that was his goal, was the power bombs. But I can't imagine any other reason for him to come down here but the power bombs. And it seems like that is what he's farming.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on AG's side, apparently he did not only get one shield, but he's got two now because he's already got red shield.
Yeah.
That's unusual to see that early on in the race. And AG heading over to Crayon.
Yeah, I'm surprised he picks those up. Normally I see him skip over those, but it might be that he's, going to skip over Ride Shield later on. And this is an interesting play because that early big pink is something that, like, there are a ton of items there. When you talk about item density and routing that a lot of people like to tout when in this game, big pink is an area that is just chock full of stuff in Super Metroid. And seeing a late big pink can sometimes cost runners.
Yeah, absolutely. No, actually, it looks like he's heading up to Red Tower, but he's having a little trouble because that platform does grow back if you don't get up there quick enough. We got Mushroom over at Spore Spawn Supers.
Nobody likes that.
That might be interesting. Anyone up for a fetch quest? Yeah, I have enough for a fetch.
That when you're running these things, that is not what you want to see. A fetch quest.
No.
Fetch quest that leads you onto the pedestal, that leads you onto the shack tool. What other nasty locations can you think of?
Too many to think of right there. All right, so Blue Crayon got to do wave skip here. Looks like he got it first shot there. There's our third sword right there over in Red Tower.
So that
and
is
there's
something.
number 4 over for Blue Crayon at wave skip.
Wow. That's crazy. So that's something, I don't know that that's really going to cost AG much at all, not having not picking up that Ice Rod Cave. Depends on where that mirror is. Another thing is that it could also depend on where that flute is, because if they find flute for Zelda, it will make it pretty easy for AG to go over to Ice Rock Cave at some point and check out that item, because he's going to have that in the back of his mind.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't want to leave that behind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Oh, and we've got Literacy to boot, and Hammer and Pink Bryn. My lord, items are starting to fly over playing now.
Yeah, this is definitely where you wanted to be. You do not want to be in Zelda, you wanted to be in Super Metroid.
It was guiding us here this whole time, my lord.
Yeah, so we're still, 2 items away from Dark World access. 1 Moon Pearl and 1 Gloves. But I don't know. At this rate, we're going to be seeing them pretty quick, I think.
Yeah, well, it depends. We still haven't found the Moon Pearl or either glove, but we've also found all 4 sword upgrades. 3 of them are accessible. We're only a lamp away from a possible Aga play, so I'm sure that is something that they're thinking about at some point.
Yep.
Unless we start seeing those other 2 items, the glove and the Moon Pearl, that's going to be weighing on them.
You're right. Here's the Fire Fleas for the Crayon, and he's going to go down to the Edikun area. It'd be interesting to see if AG decides to go through Gauntlet here. He is refilling his power bombs, so that makes me think he wants to go to Gauntlet. Now, that is not in logic, because he does not have Speed Booster or Space Jump, which I think is what turns that on in the logic.
Yeah, actually, I don't even think that's accessible right now, because he's missing a few key items there. So, oh no, he's gonna have to go back.
Okay. Yeah, no, Gauntlet is accessible.
Well, maybe
he has 10 power bombs.
Oh yeah,
so
that's probably
he can definitely do it.
Yeah, he can do it out of logic. But yeah, he's gonna have to. Blue Crayon's gonna have to go back around once he gets done in Edikun, because he left the flute behind. Not to mention whatever's hiding behind it. So he's gonna want to go back for that.
So there was something interesting there. Was AG in Terminator picked up the powder, and that is a really nice safety item. And all right, there's nothing in the back of Gauntlet, so it's a good thing that AG did not go through Whoa, there's the mirror and the fourth sword!
Oh my lord, it just keeps coming.
Wow, man! This Brinstar area is just loaded. We're gonna, at this rate, we're gonna be done this seed in like an hour.
At the rate we're going, yeah, we're just finding everything here in Brinstar general, and just in general Brinstar overall. All right, this time grab that flute. Now, what's behind it? We're gonna see more and craziness. No, not this time. I had to run out of luck some point.
Yeah. All right, here's AG with a early supers check here, getting that mock ball. Nicely done.
Very
see what else is
there.
here.
I see a lot. See some resource. There's our second note tank. Well, possibly second note tank.
Yeah.
But doesn't look like there's much else here.
No, just some ammunition for Super Metroid. Now, ammunition is pretty good for Super Metroid, but the one thing that our runners they already have is charge beam, which is always nice. The only thing that with that, the caveat to that is they have no other beam. So still grabbing like super missiles is kind of important this early. They're gonna help.
Indeed. So at this point, our next play is likely going to be over to Crayon because, you know, with a quick stop, maybe a quick stop over in Upper North Fair to check high jump boots, as that is accessible. But Crayon's the next big play because, at least in Super Metroid, because we could go to Brick Ship out of logic, but I don't know if these guys are going to be ready to commit to CWJ just yet.
He hates going to Wreck Ship at all, so I don't think he's going to be doing that. The other thing here is that if they do go down Red Tower, down to the warehouse with Kraid and all, that is going to give them access to the other portal back into the Legend of Zelda at the mountains. So there are going to be a couple items in there they could check out as well, unless they find something like the hook shot along their way, which is really going to open up the mountain.
Absolutely. But instead, Blue Crayon is heading back up to Terminator since he has not checked all this yet, and we know he's going to get that powder along the way. So It's really going to be up to AG to decide what he wants to do at this point.
Yeah, it's another interesting thing here is to kind of see if Crayon decides to go back down Red Tower. Or over to the wrecked ship, you know, and there's that. We do know that there's the book over there, so Blue Crayon's gonna want to pick that up on his way.
Speaking of picking things up, he needs to be very careful. He needs to grab some of that health because he is dangerously low right now. He's down to 32 hit points. You do not want to take any more damage at this point.
Nope, he only had 7 there before he grabbed that energy there. So yeah. Blue Crayon coming up on the ship here soon, so we'll be able to refill, no problem.
Still, I always get nervous when I see people down to their last bit of health, especially when it's that low. It's like, good lord, you're gonna make me so tense.
Absolutely, and there was 10 arrows for AG. He's loving that. All right, so that is. Yeah, there's that refill that we suspected that Crayon would do. Oh no, AG missing the spore spawn skip.
It's a tricky shot, to be fair. Yep. It looks like Blue Crayon is going to make the run into the front end of the gauntlet. He knows he doesn't need to check the back, so he's just going to see if he needs to check if the front's got anything.
To save here, so if it is garbage, he can reset, which is real nice. I think you got to move back over and reset that a little bit. There's a couple spots to do this, but it's basically like frame perfect or pixel perfect every location.
All right, so what does the front end of the gauntlet got for us here? Nothing. Reset.
AG, not only is he skipping the spore spawn item, he's also skipping the wavegate item. Oh no,
he's doing it again. He's doing it again. He doesn't realize he just passed another sword.
Yeah, that master sword would be spectacular for him right now. The spore spawn item wouldn't be much of anything, but I don't know. I know he does know the gate glitch trick, so I'm not sure what he's thinking. But this is interesting. Blue Crayon going back into Zelda here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, he does have a few checks here, but why go to Link to the Past through that entrance? Why not go through Red Tower and head up to Death Mountain? You've got access to more stuff that way. I mean, we've got, we've got Mirror and we've got Hammer. You've got East Death Mountain access right now, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got the flute. He can just flute his way up there. He's activating his flute. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so activating the flute, I can see that here, but for me, what I would do is I would go through Super Metroid, check a couple more places, and then go to the mountain, and then afterward I could activate the flute. And that point in time, I think I would be staying in Zelda for a little bit longer, so I'd be able to take advantage of the flute a little bit more. But we'll see how this play pays off for Crayon.
Well, first of all, the goose is loose. And actually, I'm going to disagree with you on this. Actually, now that I look at the bigger picture here, I see what Blue Crayon, I kind of saw what Blue Crayon was doing. What he could have done is, since he had also grabbed powder, he could have checked that. But he is going to check mushroom first, since he's got access to that right here. See, that is a play that I wasn't thinking about. You're right, Magic Bat is a thing that could have been checked. If they had a bottle, Sick Kid would also been in play, but yeah. That is just 20 rupees there, AG. So he's going to turn in this mushroom here and going to be paid off with an E-Tank. They do have... they do have the powder already, so no sense in holding on to that mushroom. No, absolutely not. And he is going to indeed make the play to Death Mountain. He's going to go ahead and go out of logic to rescue the old man. Meanwhile, AG on to Kraid. Is he going to be going to the prom, or is he going to reject him with a quick kill?
Does have the charge beam, and I think that's the mode that he's more comfortable, or the way that he's more comfortable doing this this trick with. So we'll see how he sets this up and takes down Kraid.
And rejected.
Yeah, beautiful. Very nicely done there by Ancient Gamer. Fantastic to see, nailing all 4 of those super missiles with just enough time to kill Kraid.
And get some super missiles for his troubles.
Yeah, enjoy. Reward.
Oh, we got Spazer at Old Man.
Here's your super missiles back, AG. Yeah. I don't think he's too happy to see that. Yeah, no, Spazer beam is... Go ahead.
I think you and I are on the same thing. Getting Spazer this early on when the only other thing we have is charge beam is actually really good. Because, right, that little extra bit of power and can hold us over until we eventually find plasma. So, not a bad find there for Blue Crayon. And, we've got Lamp on Spectacle Rock.
Oh, boy. And our runners do have
we got Wave Beam in the cave.
Whoa. Yeah, so that is... this mountain play is really interesting. It's going to power up Samus in Super Metroid here. The one thing that AG did get by going this route is he does have Kraid down, which Crayon does not. So all of this stuff that AG is doing, Crayon is going to have to do at some point in time. So it won't really be that much faster by having Spazer and Wave Beam, which are the big Super Metroid pickups that Blue Crayon is getting on the mountain. So...
yeah, I did not see what was at Kraid E-Tank, unfortunately. So if chat saw that, let us... Oh, it was Big 20, never mind.
Yep.
But we do get to see him check Upper North Fair.
Yeah, Kraid has not really been kind to AG. He gave him a Big 20, Super Missiles, and another Big 20.
Oh, and the final arrow to boot. Oh, that's insult to injury right there.
That is these are not the items AG wanted to see down here. It'll be interesting to see if he also wants to check Ice Beam. That is out of logic, as this normal seed does not require heated room runs. But he may want to do that. He's also going to check down here for the item after Croc. This is a nice check. I really like this.
Yeah. Oh, and I think that was Speed Booster.
It is the other boomerang. That is correct. It's the green boomerang. Yeah, that is definitely an item our runners want to pick up for Super Metroid.
Oh, we got Grapple Beam for Blue Crayon over in Tower of Hera.
Yeah, that's interesting. It turns on a couple of things, like X-ray in Super Metroid, as well as that fabled Shack tool. So this will be interesting to see where the placement of the Varia suit is. That'll give them that speed booster. They're definitely going to want that. If they don't have any other items, which we already know they do because Blue Crayon has that grapple beam, which does open up the wreck ship as well. The speed booster would be the item to go and get them into the wreck ship, but oh man, AG just absolutely getting trolled by those dead rocks.
Oh, good thing he just rescued the old man because he just took a death.
Yeah, that'll be a nice heart reset for him, but he can start right back on the mountain here. Getting the item is really the key there.
All right, so Blue Crayon now going to take on Trolldorm. He's obviously looking for the item he doesn't care about because this is a pendant dungeon. But if he has to, he wants to hope he can find the item here because he does not want to have to do a basement run in a pendant hair.
Yeah, nobody wants that. The only other thing he could possibly want out of here is the pendant for the mythical pedestal seed.
Oh no! He's going to have to do a basement run.
And it's the map. Oh boy, the worst possible thing you could pick up. Yeah, whenever I see that key, I know the game hates me and I have to go into the basement.
Yep.
AG gonna go pick up that wave beam now. He's gonna be very happy to see that. The one thing that the wave beam does turn on for our runners here, besides give them all access to all the wave gates in Super Metroid, is if they turn off that spacer beam, they can do X factors because they have charge. So that's something that will be interesting to see if they want to go ahead and do that. Even despite having the spacer beam.
Yeah, X Factor. It's not something we see very often, mainly because it's actually the combo for this is very rare to find. But with bosses like Batwoon, X Factors can really make a quick fight. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing one tonight.
Batwoon, Phantoon, right? All of these bosses in Super Metroid still to go, and especially with Phantoon, it makes Phantoon very safer, easier. I don't know how you want to put it, but you know, and with that picking up that grapple beam.
All that thought, we got a Dark World map check here. Green pendant at Skull, red pendant at Mire, Crystal 6 at Ice.
Yeah, we did know about the swamp because AG spoke to Sahasrara earlier, but yeah, knowing the rest of those is pretty interesting. Especially where the other pendant is. So.
And it looks like it's not much over. We got a quick check of the Ether tablet. Not much over there, unfortunately. And I did not see what was in the basement.
No, I don't think it was anything interesting. Neither were those arrows on the floating island.
Okay, basement was missiles. Thank you, chat. And now we're going to get you the rest of the sleepers in chat. We're doing a slow run into the Spiral Cave.
Yeah, round and round we go. Where she stops, nobody knows.
All right. Well, let's see if it was worth the walk.
It never really is. It's never really worth that
No,
walk.
it's not.
There's some blueberries. He can enjoy a nice snack.
But he does have Paradox Cave coming up, and that's a full 7 items in there. There's always a good chance to find something big in there, especially since we have a ton of items still in play. Who knows what we'll find in here?
Yeah, so I like this. AG went into Tower of Hera, found the big key, and then opened up the chest on the first floor and decided this is not worth my time and left.
And since we know that the other item is worthless, he's actually making, I wouldn't say it's a good call, but it's definitely the right call in this case. It's going to be payoff. That's going to save him some.
Yeah, it's definitely a time saver for right now. So I like it.
And let's see what the rest of Paradox Cave has here. Some more power bombs. That's kind of nice. Ooh, silvers!
That's a really nice find.
Yeah.
And a little bit of love. Crayon, I'm sure, not really happy to see that.
No, he was probably for more progression, but hey, at least when we find that bow, it's gonna suddenly play a bit. It's gonna be nice and easy from here on out for some of these Link to the Past bosses.
You're gonna see chat explode.
All right, so Blue Crayon heading back into Super Metroid, and it looks like he might be heading on his way to Rex Ship.
Like this. Recognizing that the progression, quote unquote, was the grapple beam, which I don't think AG has just yet.
No.
So, yeah, we'll see what the Rex ship has in store here.
No, actually, AG did go to Tower Hera. Remember, he did. That's the one item he did get was the grapple beam, so that he grabbed that. I could not.
Oh,
Trying to see what's up there. He's having a hard time seeing what's up there in the maze.
I think you need space junk to see this.
Yeah, so unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to get that. But we are gonna see what's down here under the water.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. AG, yeah. It's. Thank you, chat, for grapple beam not on our tracker. When in Super Metroid, pretty obvious. But all right. So there was a big 50 down there in the ocean. That's not what Crayon wanted. Where is AG going? Is he gonna go and complete the rest of Escape?
I think so. It's not gonna pay off for him. There's nothing down there, but he doesn't know that, so he's gonna have to check.
Yeah, he does have to
Crayon now heading
now.
into the rickshaw. Now, I just noticed this on Blue Crayons that he has not turned his spazer on. He is leaving just wave beam, I think. So that he might be getting ready to set up for that X Factor we mentioned earlier, as he finds nothing there right before Finn.
Yeah, with charge beam and 40 supers right now, he really doesn't need to pick up ammo for the rest of Super Metroid. So our runners aren't going to be looking for that. Neither of these runners are. You're right. That's a kind of a small optimization, because when you find spazer or plasma in Zelda, it does not turn it on. Because
we just jinxed it because he just turned it on.
Oh man. Well, no X factors there. But yeah, it doesn't turn it on because if you have the other one, then both of them would be on. It wouldn't turn the other one off, and Super Metroid does not like it if you have both of those beams on.
No, the murder beam glitch would kick in, and while it could prove to be very devastating when used when it works, the odds of it working correctly and not completely destroying your game is rather slim.
Yeah, really, really low. All right, AG gonna finish up the back of Escape here. This will be interesting to see if he goes and turns on his flute right now. I think he should.
Seeing Blue Crayon now taking on the ghostly squid. This is a tricky fight with his current setup here. He's only got 3 E-tanks and suitless, but I've seen players beat him with less, so it can be done.
Yeah, world record style 80% runs do it with 1 E-tank. It's crazy. Those guys are. All right, yeah, AG's gonna go turn on his flute now. I like this. That's gonna let him float around the world in Zelda here a lot easier. One thing that he could do with this is go check out that Ice Rod Cave. That'll give him an extra sword.
Yeah, definitely needs that right now. Also, chat, some people nicely done. Down goes Phantom, but cut that a little close there. Thankfully, he still also has a reserve there, so he would be fine. But Chad was asking about the murder beam glitch we mentioned earlier. Basically, normally because of how this game is designed, you're not supposed to be able to turn on spazer and plasma simultaneously. But there is a way to glitch the game to cause them to be both turned on, and it can be a very devastating combination. The problem is that it can often crash your game hard if you try to use it. So while it used to be very popular amongst the Super Metroid speedrunners, it has since kind of turned into one of those things that not many people like to use. Oh, hold that thought, ladies and gentlemen. Someone call my buddy Phantom Ryu, because that's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
Kane and Samari, a really nice item to find there. AG picking up that sword over in the Ice Rod Cave there with his flute. So that item not stranded on him, which is really nice. And we'll see if he makes it back to the wave. That's AG's favorite movement item. So, man, when he gets to the wreck ship, is he going to be happy? Here, it's interesting. He's making a play for desert after having picked up that boot or that book.
It's a bit of a risky play since we still don't have. It's gonna be hard to full clear that we don't have the power glove yet, and even then we could also be boots locked. So this is a bit of a gamble here by EG here on the.
Yeah, absolutely. Crayon did not pick up the book, I don't think, in the top of Red Tower.
No, I don't think he did either. There's the big key, so that saves a little trouble. AG finding the big key in desert, so that saves him a little trouble. But again, no power glove. So you better hope there's nothing here on the boots. Well, I don't think he'll be picking up half magic today, because that is boots lock.
Yeah, it might be an item he comes back for, because again, he doesn't have the glove. So when he comes back to beat this dungeon, he might come back and get that if he does have the boots at that point in time. But I can't imagine what else he would be looking for in here, or even like afterward where he would go. I know he's not really a big fan of that early wreck ship play, although I've seen him do it a couple of times, and it pay off for him, like it's paying off for Crayon right now. Oh no. The spikes do way less damage than the Skullteras here, so you don't want to get hit by the fish.
Ooh, we found a bottle in the desert, though. And I also don't know why Blue Crayon's not using the grapple beam. He's got that. And make this a little easier.
He might have just forgotten that he has the grapple beam.
Oh, no. I think that was the power glove.
That is the power glove. Wow, wow, wow. We don't want to see is Blue Crayon get hit by that Skulltera right now. Yeah, okay, he's playing it a little bit safe, because that would kill him. Those spikes do a little bit less damage. They're environmental damage, but they do a little bit less. The fish are really, really bad. They're Meridia enemies. You first encounter them here in the ocean. All right, he's got it. He's got that glove.
Now he just needs to get out of there safely. He's still got to go back to the spiky room of death.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
And if he dies there, that's going to be devastating.
Yeah, I think he did take the safety save, so just in case this item was trash, but he's gonna want it. He is absolutely gonna want to keep that because
he's gonna crystal flash.
Yeah, that's a nice play. A little bit of safety before he goes back through the spiky room of death at the cost of a bunch of ammunition. One thing he's might want to farm up a little bit on are some power bombs before he kind of leaves this area, because he's not going to be able to go and check the items up at Wreck Ship Reserve without a couple more power bombs. Here's a sick kid check by AG.
Sick kid at Moon Pearl.
Wow, so that bottle that AG found over at Agina is basically required. And when EG finds that glove here in the wrecked ship, because he's going to run out of spots in Zelda real quick, and that's going to lead him to the wrecked ship, he will have Dark World access.
Yeah, this seed is starting to get very interesting now.
Yeah, really interesting, because the question is, when is Blue Crayon going to kind of get over to the desert area to find that bottle, which is going to give him the Moon Pearl?
His only hope is that maybe he'll find a bottle along the way here in Rex ship. There's still quite a few checks left in here, and we got 3 other bottles floating around, so he may find one on the way, but that's still a big if right now.
Oh no, AG, this is not where you want to go.
AG, oh no, he's making the play. He's going to Aga.
Wow. I mean, I don't blame him. 2 swords and a lamp and nothing else. But
it's a good play in his when considering his current item layout. But we know at this point it's the wrong play because we know Dark World access is achievable without it. Yeah,
the one thing that he does have is the Moon Pearl, so we'll see what he's able to interact with and pick up. But he's gonna have really limited access in his Dark World here. And this is kind of unfortunate, but that's what happens when you're watching and not actually racing.
Yeah, that's one thing we always have to keep in mind when we're doing commentary is that, yeah, to us, it's the wrong play because we know where the items are. But think of it from AG's perspective. He doesn't know that the glove is in Rex ship. So as far as he's concerned, he doesn't know where to find that glove. He figures it'll be easier to just do Aga and get it out of the way and assume that that's the right call.
Well, yeah, so I mean, look at the item set that the games have given our runners, right? They have a Master Sword, and really early, they have a really early lamp. That's screaming, go to Aga for your Dark World access. It really is.
It is.
And this is a really reasonable play by AG. We know it's not going to pay out for him at the moment, but that's because we have perfect vision, effectively.
Yeah, we have knowledge that he couldn't possibly have right now, so that's how this works.
Yep. All right, so Blue Crayon going to be checking the item here at the Wreck Ship Reserve. Having a little bit of trouble. These jumps are really tight and really hard.
Oh!
Speed booster required for the Wreck Ship.
That was Ice Rod.
It was, and we know from AG's map check that Turtle Rock is a crystal, so they have to pick up that Ice Rod.
And he needs Speed Booster for that, which we know is in Upper North Fair on the way out. So, what a chain!
Yeah, so that's really interesting because in order to get that Speed Booster, you're going to need to have the Varia suit logically. So maybe what AG is doing...
as soon as you say it, he finds it and island him in the sky.
I don't even know. I was gonna say that AG was gonna find it here in the Dark World, but no. Oh man. Wow, Crayon, knowing he has to come back, is just gonna say, "I'm skipping gravity. I don't even care what that item is."
Yeah, because it is a required Wreck Ship double dip.
Double dip.
There is no getting around that, and he knows it too.
Yeah, now Crayon does not know where the Speed Booster is yet. But if I were him, I would be like beelining to go get that. But he does not know where it is.
Oh man! Wow.
Crazy.
This seed, man. And I think his next play is to go through Red Tower and go straight to Upper North Fair, where he will see that Speed Booster, and he'll realize he just made a very smart call here.
Absolutely, yeah. This is, he's going right into the top of Red Tower. He's going to find that book, and then I think he's going to go down. Another thing that he's going to have access to if he goes down through Red Tower, is the X-Ray. Because the grapple unlocks that as well. So that's something that AG did not check on his way down Red Tower the first time. All right.
And speaking of AG, he's now in the Dark World. He has finished off Aga, finds power bombs on the ledge as Blue Crayon picks up that book. Oh, what will we find here?
Yeah, I think AG at this point in time should go over and maybe check Catfish. I don't know about going over and maybe doing a pod play. There are a number of items there. Does not have the bow, so pod could be bow locked. His bottle is also empty at this point. Oh no, he's filled it up with a blue potion.
Oh, Blue Crayon getting his tempered sword. Probably happy to see that.
Yeah, looks like AG's going to be making that tempered sword play here as well.
Just
He
in a
is
different way,
swimming
which means
for
he
it.
might.
Yep.
Since he skipped that wave gate room in Pink Brinstar, yeah, this is to him. This is the best choice to get that tempered sword.
Yeah.
He likely will never be going back to that wave gate room, and if he does, he might end up with butter sword. But I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Instead, we'll stick to Cheetos.
Yeah, I think this is going to be where he picks up his sword. So we'll see where he wants to go from here. We know that it's the wrecked ship. That's where he wants to go.
And we're going to see an X-ray play here on Blue Crayon, as you predicted. And bear in mind, Blue Crayon still hasn't taken out Kraid, so he's going to be able to take care of that while he's down here. This is very good routing here from Blue Crayon. And efficient routing on top of good execution can make the difference in a run like this.
I mean, the wrecked ship was just absolutely the right call, and I'm not sure where AG is going. He wanted to go to the swamp area, kind of hype cave and all, but he does not have a glove. And so, all right, he's going to go back into the dark world here.
Unfortunately, I could not see what we had a little bit of lag there on Blue Crayon's side right as he checked the item at X-ray. It must not have been anything of value because he immediately noped out. So, but I do not know what exactly it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I did not catch it. All right, AG is going to make that that pod play. No bow here. So if there's not a key in the first chest off to the left, then this is going to be
hold
bow
that
locked.
Hold that. Blue Crayon just did a very interesting jump there at on his way to Spazer, went down the hole and then just popped right back up. That was very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
He popped up off the crumble block. Yeah. You can. There is basically one frame that you can jump off crumble blocks. If you hold the jump button, you're basically guaranteed to get it. And then if you morph as you do that, you can come back up through the hole. It's if you're used to it, you're a little bit faster. I don't think a lot of people are used to that, but it's a really nice trick.
And
right.
We got a key in pod, so we're gonna be going checking further and heading into the Mullet Mansion, as me and Dr. Bob Dasta like to call it. Why do we call it that? Well, it's very simple, my friends. Most of the keys in pod tend to be towards the front of the dungeon, while most of the items you're looking for are going to be hiding out towards the back. So it's like any good mullet. Business in the front, party in the back.
I'm never going to forget that now.
That's the idea.
All right. Here comes a Kraid quick kill from the Blue Crayon. At least that's what we're hoping to see.
He's staying in morph form. I don't know what's going on there. I figured he'd be
lag reduction strat. That reduces lag on the Kraid. There's another lag reduction strat where if you actually you'll see sometimes runners will drop into the spikes and they'll intentionally take damage. And we're
going to the prom.
Yeah, what that does is it causes Samus to kind of blink, and so the game draws Samus every other frame there, and that will also reduce lag.
Alright, so did not see what else AG has found so far. It looks like he's going to go through the bottle. He's going to set up for bottle skip there, as now Blue Crayon takes out the crate. Ooh, clever little strategy by AG. He's going to use his Bombos medallion to take out the enemies in here. Gonna blow up with the hole, and then he's gonna set up for bottle glitch because he wanted to use some of his magic to make sure he didn't have full, which was a smart play.
Or not. Oh, I see.
I think he's
okay.
just he's setting himself
resetting
up.
the room.
There he goes. Yep, that's not a bad call.
Yep.
And it works. That's bottle glitch.
Yeah, he's got it. Bye, mimics. Wait, but they're all still in the room. I love that. That is great. The game apparently only checks to see if the mimics are on screen, and so since the camera is unlocked, you can just move all the mimics off the screen, and then voila, they're not on screen, so the door opens. Doesn't matter if they come back on screen later. Right. Blue Crayon coming in here to Upper Norfair. Gonna find the bunch of junk that AG found earlier, but he's gonna be able to check a lot more than AG did. Where I imagine we're gonna be seeing Bubble Mountain checks, Croc checks, as well as check over in the Ice Beam area.
And even Wave Beam as well, because I believe that's over there as well. So yeah, a lot of good checks coming in here. But now we're going to start seeing a lot of big plays here from AG as well, since he's in the back end of Pod now, where all, like I said, all the items tend to be hiding out at. Just got to get past these twiddles.
Wave Beam at the back of Bubble Mountain. So yeah, you're absolutely right. There is the information the Blue Crayon wants. Now he knows where that speed booster is.
Yep. We're still finding a lot of keys. I think we've already found a couple of items, but I don't think we've found anything of value so far in Pod. Still not finding much. Let's see what we have over the cathedral. Oh, there's another bottle.
Interesting. So that is Blue Crayon's Moon Pearl, because we know from AG that Moon Pearl is at the Sick Kid.
Yep, that's going to be very good for him to find. He doesn't realize how valuable that bottle's about to become for him. Let's see what we have here in the Dark Maze here in Pod.
Golden Dongos are always the worst.
Map. Just some bombs in Bubble Mountain.
Yeah. Does AG have the big key? Did he pick up the big key?
Yes, he did. He picked it up on the. He picked it up in the other dark room.
All right. Well, there's a lot of love for AG. Not what he wants, though. All right, a red meringue up here in the front of Norfair Reserve for Blue Crayon. Oh no, AG not finding anything.
Let's see if Norfair Reserve. Oh, well, French Vanilla Reserve tank there.
Yeah. All right, so aside from the red meringue, nothing terribly interesting for Crayon, and even then, the red meringue may be a little bit dubious. All the extra lag that the sparkles give you.
Indeed. He is going to over and check speed booster. Now, since we know where the speed booster is, and he doesn't have it. He doesn't have to worry about the lava rising on the way out, but that means he can take his time checking both the items in here.
Well, I mean, this is a speed run. I don't think our runners want to take their time during anything.
You got a fair point there.
AG gonna fill up here at the ferry. Oh, there's a lot of love and
oh, screw attack!
Wow, man. That is a really, really nice luxury item for Super Metroid. I don't blame Blue Crayon for picking up that big heart either.
No, we haven't exactly found that many health pickups, so get him one of those. Certainly not a bad item.
Yeah, you see AG only having 6 here. So interesting to see here. It looks like he is going to go up to Catfish now.
Not a bad call. This is one of those always guaranteed out of the way checks. You're never going to find a quick way to get to Catfish. Best you can do is flute over to the potion shop, No, even then you can't do that because there's no Dark World X, so you have to take the long way around to get the catfish, no matter what you do. So better to get that. Oh, Ice Beam.
Ice Beam, great pickup for Super Metroid. Not absolutely required, but there's the last shield. All right, AG, not going over to catfish.
Yeah, I would have just checked that and gotten out of the way because that's still an important check.
Yeah,
Last thing you want to do is. Oh, he doesn't have the glove yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because he's not been to the wreck ship. And this, it looks like he is going into the wreck ship now.
So, yeah, he's going to have to come back for catfish. Thank you, Chef, for the reminder.
Yeah.
And now I think our next stop for Blue Crayon is, as we chat always like to say, always bet on Croc. Well, he's about to place that.
Well, I mean, Croc is already going to produce. We know that because Croc Escape holds Speed Booster, so it almost doesn't matter what the other 3 items are that are over here.
Actually, he's not even going. No, he is not betting on Croc. He's just going to go straight to get that Speed Booster.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's not a terrible play. We'll see what else he decides to do with this.
No, he's going back. He's going back.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm not entirely in love with this. Because it's much easier to kind of say, all right, I'm done with Norfair. And after like
actually no, actually I see the logic here because you kind of need Speed Booster for some of the Croc checks.
Yeah, okay, all right, I guess. Yeah, all right, that's gonna make it easier for him to get to Grapple Beam for sure. There,
exactly.
You don't. It's not so you can backdoor Grapple Beam, and Indiana Jones is really the only one that I would say you need it. But if he backdoors Grapple Beam,
Space Jump.
Yeah, that's another nice one. So if he backdoors Grapple Beam, then he has Grapple Beam to do Indiana Jones to get over to the Indiana Jones missile. So he didn't need Speed Booster for that.
Yeah, I will say, Super Metroid is packed with most of the items today. We've hardly seen much in Link to the Past, and we've seen a ton of stuff in Super Metroid tonight.
Yeah, this has been a Super Metroid progression heavy seed so far. And another thing is interesting to note here is our runners, they have that tempered sword, but they've gotten at least one different sword, which I think is kind of funny. All right, AG gonna go be seeing some super missiles over here pretty quickly, and he's gonna pick them up. Interesting.
And just tonight, even though he's got Charge Beam, again, Plasma's still out there, so he wants to make sure he doesn't have to find that later. If he doesn't find Plasma, he might be better off having some soups on standby.
Yeah, I don't blame him for saying, "Oh, supers, I want those." All right, Blue Crayon into the cosine room.
Checking this one a little early, not finding much, sadly.
Nah, quarter heart. He's gonna pick that up. That might complete a heart for him. Yeah, Stack Tool is absolutely in logic if they find the gravity suit.
Yeah, we might see that come into play. Mm-hmm. Also, I think we just saw an X Factor there. Oh, hook shot! Good thing we got that Space Jump.
Yeah, that's that Indiana Jones missile item that I was talking about a little earlier. And that is something that Blue Crayon absolutely. Oh my goodness. So yeah, put your Croc Z's in chat. Hopefully you were betting on Croc tonight because he produced Hook Shot, Titan's Mitts, and Speed Booster with a little bit of love.
Oh, and Space Jump to boot. Yeah,
Space Jump to boot.
Bet on Croc, hit the jackpot. As AG finally takes out Fan 2.
Yeah, this is going to be the progression that AG needs. He's going to be mad when he gets to the items in here, but holy, yeah,
Holy
man.
cow. And as far as I know, we still haven't even seen Ice Beam yet. There could still be something over there. There's still... Holy jeez.
Yeah, as far as Norfair, no, we have not seen Ice Beam. There's 2 items that are going to be over there, because there's Ice Beam and Crumble Shaft. But yeah, I don't even know what to say, right? Like, Blue Crayon is going to be going to the mountain with the hook shot. He's going to have access to the entire mountain, plus the Titan's mitts for when he finds that Moon Pearl over at Sick Kid. Just, this is going to be crazy for Blue Crayon. Now they have already checked Paradox Cave and all, but being able to get up to Turtle Rock is going to be important. Oh, Blue Crayon getting stuck there. There was a red cane for AG. You missed your whole cane spiel.
I only do it once. Do it twice. Twice is annoying. Once is enough.
Save chat the second time.
I only need to hear it once.
I
know I can get loud. I'm not going to be cruel to their ears like that.
All right, here's going to be that Ice Beam check. What is over here?
Nope, not much.
All right. Well, it's something's got to not produce tonight in Super Metroid.
With how stacked this Norfair is, I think we can forgive the Ice Beam being a little dull.
I mean, it started at Rack Ship, let's be real, but yeah.
Oh, my lord.
Yeah, the Blue Crayon has just found production after production after production. So, AG's going to be very satisfied to see this item right here, Paraglos.
Also, we should make a note to our tracker that Blue Crayon does not have his speed. Oh, as soon as I said it, yeah, he caught on there. Shout out to our tracker Lenofis for keeping up with us on this one.
Yeah, gotta make sure we display that green boomerang there.
Green back to Link to the Past.
Yeah, I like this.
There you go.
Yeah, I like this here for Crayon. This is yeah, I don't even know if I'm Crayon. So much I think is open to me right now. I'm not sure what I do. It's going right over to the desert here.
He's gonna go Meyer first, which is not a bad call, honestly. I mean, he can do this and pretty much desert because we know that the only thing on the torch is half magic, so he can check both. He can full clear both of these, which would be really good. Though I think
well, so Crayon does not have the Moon Pearl, so this I think was more informational possibly than anything else.
Yeah, so he's gonna need to head to Kakariko first.
Yeah, he's gonna however long it takes Crayon to find that Moon Pearl at Sick Kid is basically time for AG to kind of catch up.
Yeah, because AG fell behind, especially after doing the Aga play.
Yeah.
And the thing is that Blue Crayon's doing all this. If he knew, he could go straight to CAC, turn in that Moon Pearl, or turn in the bottle and get the Moon Pearl, he'd be set, but obviously he doesn't know that. Instead, he's going to do the Super Bunny play here. There is a minor glitch where if you activate an item as you're walking into the Meyer shed, you can open the chest in here, even though you're in bunny form. Yep. Not often seen, but it can be done.
Or in Crayon's case, Zero Suit Samus. Here's a checkerboard check. So this is not bad. The other thing that Crayon's gonna find over here is that other bottle at Agina. That may be hey, you wanna go over to Sick Kid? That'll really open up Link to the Past for Blue Crayon.
Oh, and he's gonna go into Lower Norfair. He's gonna check. He's gonna check Screw Attack.
Yeah, interesting. Screw Attack and Golden Chorizo are all viable checks here.
And he can
basically
probably
3
even see
items.
what's at Showcase Showdown to see if he wants to come back for that later too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the space jump is does effectively turn that item on, but it's kind of junk here.
Yeah, both those items were junk, so yeah, that was a total bust. But he's gonna reset back over to the entranceway. I think what he's gonna, I thought what he was gonna do was go back to the wrecked ship to pick up that ice rod and maybe see what else he missed, but clearly not.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. He has checked Gauntlet, so other options here are Criteria super missiles. That's turned on. So it looks like that may be where he's going.
Yeah, he's going to Shaft Supers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have we checked Criteria power bombs as well?
No, that kind of just opened up for us when we picked up Space Jump and Speed Booster. So nope, those are also a possibility for Crayon to go and check.
Yeah, and AG going up, checking at him in the sky. We know this is a really good play. He's like, oh, he's gonna want that.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna have to fight for that. He's like, I have to get that now. Crap.
Yeah, he absolutely has to get that. You're right. He's gotta have the trippers. These trippers, they're weird.
Yeah, this is always a painful spot to deal with when you don't have something like Space Jump or
Speed Booster.
Booster already. But unfortunately, both of those items are locked behind the very thing he's trying to get them there. So,
and AG is absolutely aware of that. So here's Crayon going back into the desert area.
He really wants to super bunny this Meyer shed.
I'm okay with that. He can take all the time he wants to.
Does he not know how to super bunny? He's going back into Lower North Fair. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Lower North Fair technically is completable with the items that Crayon has. But, I mean, yeah, so he could be going over to Ridley and all.
Neji finally gets his Various suit.
Yeah, he's happy about that for sure.
Now, he's going to end up checking the rest of Rex ship. He can't obviously... Ooh, nice! Nice Shine Spark there from Blue Crayon.
Great fast pillars there. Always really nice to see that strat. Worst run of the game here. Not much of a problem with Space Jump and Screw Attack.
No, very easy stuff.
Yeah, I think this is what leads Crayon here to Lower Norfair. I'm going to be seeing a Mickey Mouse check here real quick. I can't imagine what is going to be down here.
There's not much. I think it comes down to... do we even see what medallion was required for... oh, no, we did. Quake.
Yeah, it was Quake. Yeah. Misery Mire requires Quake, which is the one medallion that neither runner has found.
Yeah. I didn't realize we even found either.
Yeah, EG in some of his extra searching has found the Ether medallion, which could be another advantage for AG, depending on what the Turtle Rock medallion ends up being.
That is true.
All right, so AG not right bottom. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, the only thing we can really be looking for right now is, in terms of requirement, the only thing we're missing is the Quake medallion and Gravity suit, because we know where the ice rod is. Possibly boots, because we don't know if, there's still that very slim chance that Ganon's Tower could be boots locked, but it's a very slim chance. So let's see what Power Bombs of Shame's got for us here.
Well, the other big thing that our runners are missing, that's kind of staring everybody in the face, is the letter D. Nobody has a bow.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Nobody's got a bow yet. Meanwhile, Blue Crayon now going to be taking on what I call the Rider Pirates, because they're bug-like enemies doing drop kicks. So I call it an homage to the classic Tokusatsu series, Kamen Rider. Rider kick.
most Super Metroid runners call those the Metal Pirates, but that, I don't know, man. That might be a better name.
It fits, and actually,
really
funny
does.
enough, actually, and if you wanna learn that reference, actually, that just got the original Kamen Rider actually did just get put out for free streaming online. So if you want to learn what that is, look.
That, oh man, I don't
you,
know get that one either.
Are you okay over there, Cerbroth? You all right?
Oh yeah. I'm having a great old time over here, man. There is a Ridley fight for Blue Crayon. Ridley's going to take 30 super missiles. Does take double damage from super missiles. The fastest DPS possible on Ridley, which is really nice. Having 55 max, this should be no problem for Blue Crayon. Looks like he's manipulating him really nicely, getting him into pogos where he wants him to be. Yeah. I think
couldn't quite hold him there, but never mind. He got him down. There's the kamikaze.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yep, that is exactly what Crayon wanted him to do. The first time he just hit him with the tail rather than pick him up, but yeah.
Oh, plasma at Ridley.
Yeah, that is another really nice beam upgrade. So that gives our runners charge, wave, ice, and plasma. So that's your full beam combo.
Yeah, we've got full beam, and we're just a X-ray away from microwave strats.
Yeah, at this point in time, you're only talking about Bot Moon and Dragon for X-ray strats. Yeah, microwave strats. But you know, still always nice to find that. All right,
yeah.
EG going back into Norfair. This is the play that he needs. EG. Go over to Crocomire. Just go to Crocomire.
Go to Croc. You need to go to Croc.
Just go straight to Croc.
Always bet on Croc, and you will hit jackpot tonight.
Yeah, AG will absolutely go to Croc. It's just a question of kind of when. But I think he's going to check the rest of Bubble Mountain first. And we know that it'll produce not really what he's looking for, but some stuff.
He will want to at least pick up the ice beam over by wave. So that's not a bad. It's still good to check all the rest of this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, eventually he needs to go to Croc. Now we've still got the Norfair Escape coming up here for Blue Crayon, and we still have some items in play. So who knows what, we might find something on the way out. Let's see what we have here in the Fire Flea room. Not much. So
interesting here for Blue Crayon. Yeah, next up, he's gonna go up and check what's in the jailhouse, and then Hodarubi, and finally Franker Z missiles. So there's 3 more items here for Crayon to look at and see. We're not gonna be picking up those power bombs, even though Blue Crayon would kind of want to have them, having a max of 15 right now.
You're not going out of your way for that. If you find some food, I'm more than way. Ooh, but we will take the E-Tank because we are a little low on health right now.
Yeah, 3 makes the game completable, but it's tight. So AG going to be picking up that speed booster. We'll see if he goes back to Crocomire, which is really where he wants to go.
So sadly, not much in Lower Norfair Escape, but that is a full clear of Norfair. We have checked literally every item in Norfair at this point. So
yeah, I think between both runners, I think we've checked everywhere except Meridia in Super Metroid.
We still haven't checked Waterway.
Oh, you're right. Crayon went down there, but didn't actually check it. No, AG, no.
And yeah, we still haven't. Did we see the rest of Wreck Ship?
Yes. No, you're right. Yes, we did, because AG checked those items. AG checked the gravity suit and
but apparently there wasn't anything there. Chat Barrett backed me up on that one.
Now the item on the Chozo statue was rupees, and it was missiles or something at a gravity suit. Not very exciting. AG, man, this is not Crocomire.
No, and he's just getting another bottle, which he doesn't need because he's already got 2 of them now because he already grabbed the one in Cathedral.
Yep. Man, AG, you really need to go explore that Norfair, that upper Norfair, you know, thing that the various suit protects you from. All right, he's gonna be doing. Looks like he's setting up for Gauntlet Spark.
Yeah,
it's a really nice trick. You can use the wave beam to kind of do a wraparound shot here. And then up the top here, there's just enough space to get a Shine Spark. And then with about 250 energy or so, you can Shine Spark all the way across into Gauntlet.
he couldn't do it, so he's going to do it the hard way. He's going to do it the hard way.
Yeah. The wraparound shot is pixel perfect, so I don't blame him. Yeah, Blue Crayon really needs to go to the Sick Kid, which has the Moon Pearl. It looks like
he's not doing it. He's still still wants to do that Super Bunny. That is costing him time.
Okay, with that, I'd like the race to be closer, as close as possible. Put me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, he's actually he's going to do desert, which he can full clear because he's got the gloves, and we know the torch is only half magic, so that's not going to be anything. It's something you like to have, but it's not something that if he has to go out of his way for, he's going to leave that behind. He's not going to go out his way for.
Yeah, absolutely, and if he clears desert here right now, which is exactly what he's going to do, as you called, there's no way he's going to come back for this half magic. It's just not going to be a thing that he'll want. Now, AG going back to the wrecked ship, going to pick up that ice rod. Oh, he was just a little bit off on that ocean fly. That another one of those really nice Shine Spark tricks that you love to see.
Yeah, but he still gets a good Shine Spark there on the second run, so
not
too bad.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's just enough space to do basically a one tap for your Shine Spark right there, and you can get that and do a little spark over the ocean. Meanwhile, Crayon going through here. It has the big key. I guess I just kind of want the other item here. Yeah. I'm getting our runners confused already about who did what dungeon. All right, EG is going to be coming around to bowling here to pick up that ice rod.
And that's the third bottle there for Blue Crayon. Crayon, take the hint. The bottles are trying to tell you something.
It's always difficult to watch and like when you see a runner kind of struggling, like you really need to go here. This desert though is a crystal, so it's still in some ways progression for Crayon, and Crayon eventually is going to run out of areas in Zelda to check. So doesn't have anything really left in Super Metroid for the way that he's cleaned that up as well. So at some point in time, nothing will be left but the Sick Kid. So I think very shortly, Crayon will go to Kakariko with the two things that he has open in mind there. One is that Mad Batter that you mentioned earlier, and the Sick Kid. And we'll see what order he does them in, if he decides to do that Mad Batter at all.
But for now, Blue Crayon going to take on Landmolus. Thankfully, with Fire Rod, won't be too bad as long as he doesn't miss too many of his shots, which he's done a pretty good job with.
Yeah. Plus, as a backup, he has this Tempered Sword, so Landmill's not going to be that much of a problem for Crayon. There's a nice rod there for AG. So, if I'm Crayon, I'm thinking I go to Kakariko next. But I don't know. That might be a bias for me. If I'm AG, I think the only thing that's left to me is that Norfair play. I can't think of where else he would have to go. Oh, this is going to be bottle 4 for Crayon.
Come on, dude. If he doesn't take the hint after this, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. This has got to be it.
Oh wait, no, this wasn't a bottle there. I was like, what? I don't
that was
remember a
20
bottle
rupees.
being here.
I thought this was where AG picked up his first bottle. What?
No, that was in Desert.
In Desert. Yeah, it was in Desert. Yep. All right.
All right, where's he going? He's going to CAC.
Yep, that's going to be, yeah. I think he's narrowed it down so much that I think this is really the only place he has left. And he's going to be ecstatic to see this, because this can take him right into Village of Outcasts.
He is going to check that magic bat first, since he knows it's right there, and he must wait to get out of the way.
Not a bad play there by Crayon. AG coming over here to check this Criteria Super Missiles. Using 3 power bombs to kill the Booyans over there.
All right, what you got, Batty? Just some cash. And again, Zora's still in play, so that's not entirely a bad thing to have.
Thanks for disturbing my slumber. Here's some money, go away. Alright, AG. Gonna fall down the climb here. I don't know what else is in this kind of blue Brinstar area that he hasn't already checked. Maybe with Speed Booster he wants to go over to Waterway. I can't imagine that's anything exciting. I think for AG right now, like, Waterway has to be something like Bow. That would be...
Yeah. Also, to answer a question in chat, they were asking how we swap between games. The way this is designed, the way we've designed this, the way the developers have designed this this combo randomizer is that there are 4 specific entrances that cross between each other. The fortune teller in front of Lake Hylia will lead you to Blue Brinstar or Blue Criteria. The Death Mountain, the one cave in Death Mountain, will lead you to Upper Norfair. There's an entrance at Mire that will take you to Lower Norfair. And then there's an entrance at the shopping mall over in the Dark World by Lake Hylia that will take you to Meridia.
One entrance for basically the 4 major areas of Super Metroid.
Ugh, that was a trash cave.
Yeah, nope, no hype over there.
2 out of 10 at best, only for the blue boomerang, and even then, that is, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, Crayon already had that red meringue. Again, we talked about that being a dubious pickup. The red meringue, slightly worse because it has all these sparkles that create lag.
Oh, we're also going to see Waterway here. Oh, Waterway is a bust.
Yeah, there's AG being upset, probably at me for that 10 arrows. Okay.
Oh, and Blue Crayon gonna pick up the Butter Sword.
Yeah, this is an interesting play. He's right here, so I don't blame him for doing it. It does make that Ganon fight a little bit easier. 6 hits instead of 12. For these runners, that's not... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna finish up by saying for these runners, that's not a staggering difference. But
no, but I guess because it was easy to get to and he was right there anyway, might as well just knock it out.
I think
plus,
that's it.
You know, I almost thought he was going to go into Ice Palace, but clearly not.
Come on, AG, I see you do that there you go. All right, man, I've seen you do that 1,000,000 times. The one thing that I kind of hope AG goes and he remembers that he has wave beam, so he can go check that wave gate. He'll be I don't know whether he'll be pleased or upset or
we'll see soon enough. But we should take this opportunity, since both of our runners are doing stuff we've already seen, because Blue Crayon's heading over to get his ice rod and things like that. We should make a note that prizes for this tournament are being provided by Rank 1 Global. Basically, the social media for gamers, where basically you can show people what games you're playing, what your favorites are, and other things like that. You can actually see below AG that we do have his Ranked 1 link there, so you can check that out if you want to support him. And I've got an account myself, actually. It's a pretty fun thing. It's pretty simple, but fun to use. So go check it out, rank1.global.
Thank you to them for being a sponsor of our tournament here. It is absolutely fantastic to see. You know, these kind of tournaments get picked up for sponsorship like that. It's a really cool thing. I think it draws more folks into the communities and you know, engages the developers who make these things to make them better. There's been a lot of advancements since I mean, even since like this first came out. I remember Wild Anaconda doing like beta testing of this thing and kind of talking it up. And when I heard about it, I was like, wow, this sounds crazy. And here we are, like version 11. We have this awesome tournament going on here, and these two runners coming and showing what they can do. And it's spectacular to see, you know, how things have grown. So AG is going to be coming over to this X-Ray, going to be sorely disappointed by this. He needs to go to Norfair. Meanwhile, Blue Crayon coming in and going to be getting that ice rod. Going to also find the 20 rupees that's over here. Not going to care about that too much. All right, there's an E-Tank.
Yeah, that's an X-Ray. We saw that earlier on Blue Crayon's side. At this point, actually, looking at my tracker that I have my own tracker up to keep track of what locations we've checked to see what's still missing. With between both of our runners, we have full cleared all logical checks for Super Metroid right at this moment. Until we find gravity, this is it. We've done everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about earlier. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. So it'd be interesting because the placement of gravity, right? Our runners are gonna have, you know, possibly three of the bosses in Super Metroid down. You know, Blue Cross has, or Blue Crayon has Create, Fantoon, and Ridley down already. Can't get to Dragon unless he wants to do some Suitless Meridia. Now that is a possibility. It's absolutely not in logic for normal logic, but it is something that our runners do have as an option, especially given their loadout. They have high jump, they have ice beam, they have grapple beam, and that's really all that they need to go and do a Suitless Meridia if they so desire.
Yeah, but at this point, I think the smarter move would just be go back to Link to the Past. Now that they both have their Moon Pearl, and just go to town on that, because there's still so many locations in Link to the Past that we have not checked, and it's a very good possibility. It's almost guaranteed that most, if not all, of the remaining items we're looking for are hiding in there.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. That Suitless Meridia call would be a absolute desperation call, I think. You wanna just show off and say, hey, look at me, I can do this. All right, like, both of these runners, I'm pretty sure can do this, can do that Suitless Meridia. But I don't think we're gonna be seeing that. All right, no. AG, this is the Croc play right here. Come on, AG, Croc. Blue Crayon. Okay, he must want to fill up his bottles because he turned in the mushroom already.
Yeah, he also might make a stop over at Zora. Nope, never mind. He's fluting out. I guess they've pretty much just dismissed Zora as even a possibility.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, he's up on the mountain, so I'm not really sure where he would want to go here.
Dark Death Mountain is the
Super
only thing
Bunny?
I can think of.
Yes, that's Super
Yeah,
Bunny.
I'd say-
But
and
again,
he's got
without the
Hookshot,
Moon
the
Pearl,
Hookshot
that's
Cave as well. So
he doesn't have Moon Pearl, so is
yeah, he
can you
does.
do-
He went to Sick Kid.
Oh, what am I thinking?
It's on the tracker, man.
I don't know. I'm just eyes. They don't work anymore. I'm not like Crocomire having 8 eyes over there, right? Or is it only 4 that go all the way through his head? I'll let you ponder that when you check.
You want me to try to analyze the biology of a creature like that? Yeah, good luck with that.
I want our viewers to ponder that, and when they view his skeleton again.
Well, we're gonna finally find out what medallion's required for Turtle Rock. They're really hoping it's not Quake, because they may be considering going in, since they now both have the Ice Rod, and they have they can full clear Turtle Rock.
Yeah, if it's Bombos and you're Crayon, do you go in?
Oh, it's Quake! They're both Quake!
Wow. Oh, that's so interesting.
That is evil. That is so evil.
Watch it be here in Hookshot Cave.
You know, I was thinking that too.
Yeah. So if it is here, right? Do you go in?
Oh, there's our last bottle.
All right, there you go.
Let's see, and a swag net.
Yeah, he'll use that later on Aghanim too.
Yeah, maybe. Let's not hold our breath there.
I can hope.
Actually, Chad's saying Quake on pedestal. That is actually not possible because Misery Mire also requires Quake, and it is a pendant dungeon, so it cannot be. It cannot be on pedestal.
It can be in. It can be at Shock Tool. It can absolutely.
Tool, that's different. That is different. Was that? That was the bow.
Oh boy!
Blue Crayon found the bow in Super Bunny.
Oh boy, that's a big break for Crayon. So I'm Crayon now. I'm going straight to Pod and finishing Eastern Palace, right? And that's 2 crystals for me.
Yeah, I do not blame him for this
big.
call at all. 2 very easy, and especially since he's got silver arrows, both those bosses are going to be a joke.
Well,
Commissar King. It's a little trickier because you got to hit him right between the eyes to make it work. But if you get him, it's 1 shot, 1 kill, and the Armos Knights 1 each.
Yeah, exactly. And Pod being a pretty dense dungeon, 5 items potential there, and Crayon hasn't gone back into Pod. We know there isn't that much in there from AG having gone in and gone through there. So we'll have to see here. AG now has the mitts, the space jump, or whatever else was over there at Crocomire. So he's probably cursing quite loudly.
He has to know he's behind at this point. I mean, I think after that Aga play, I think he already knows he's way behind.
Yeah. That's exactly why he's cursing. All right. Here is the Palace of Darkness for Blue Crayon.
Now, I got to give it up to Blue Crayon. Like I said, we did not heard of this guy coming in because we had not seen any of his previous races. None of them were ever restreamed.
They weren't restreamed.
And yeah, exactly. And we hadn't seen much of him prior to this, but he is proving right out the gate just how good at this he has gotten already for a relative newbie, at least as our eyes are concerned. He might have been around longer than we know. No, yeah, there's the ether I missed earlier. But he has gotten very good routing. His efficiency on all fronts has been really good, both in Link to the Past and Super Metroid. His execution in Super Metroid has been really solid, having very few mistakes or missteps. Like that, this guy is a potential top tier runner going forward. I want to see more of this.
We talked about this a little bit at the beginning, the very beginning, right? He has come into this bracket stage undefeated, right? That's not a joke. When you come into this, right, there were a ton of good runners in the group stages, and to be undefeated through the group stages, that's kind of saying something.
And he is showing exactly why he has gone undefeated.
Oh yeah.
So this guy is showing his worth here, and I'm wanting to see more of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's none of this is any kind of a hit on AG, right? Because he's still doing a lot of tough stuff, doing really well for all the stuff that he has and the information that he has. It's just that the routing that Crayon has chosen has provided the items.
It's like I've always said when it comes to these kind of, with pretty much any kind of randomizer like this, it is about what routes you take, what gambles you make, and which ones pay off. And for Blue Crayon, his routes have been paying off in spades, and while AG has certainly been doing a great job, it's just the routes he's chosen just did not pay off for him in the end.
Yeah, it's some of those gambles that we saw him take, right? Like he gambled on Aga, he gambled going down to the right off at the beginning when he went into Zelda, right? He went down to the dam, and that was a huge gamble, right? Like, what could be in there that he wants? A sword, something to carry him over into Mini Moldorm, right? Like, optimal would be 3 bombs and a sword.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, there's a big key there for Blue Crayon. So far, not much else other than that Ether Medallion.
Yeah, well, we've seen most of this from AG earlier, so this is nothing new to us. The only thing that's new is Helmassar King himself.
Yeah. Yes, I think you're right. So, all right, you're AG now. You've got all this stuff. You know you're behind. Where are you going? Is Desert on your mind?
Yeah, well, he's definitely thinking Mire Shed at the very least, because he can do it. He doesn't have to worry about Super Bunny since he's already got the Moon Pearl.
I guess.
And he's gonna see some stuff. He's gonna see items that Blue Crayon had to pass up on several times, and now he learns that Quake is required. He's probably like, "Oh, great, the one medallion I don't have, thanks."
Interesting. If Quake is in this Mire Shed, do you go in? I don't think so.
That's a good question. Nah, that's a tricky question there. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that because it's not.
Yeah, AG really needs to get up to Dark Death Mountain to get his bow.
But that's probably not something he's thinking about that at this point. That's the hard part. Is again, look at it from his perspective. He wouldn't think to go up there tech quickly. I mean, eventually he's going to say, you know what, I should probably check this out. But right now, there's nothing pointing him in that direction, and that can throw.
Yes, sorry. Like the thing that we haven't seen from either runner is Dark Kakariko, and that's usually a first.
That's usually the first place you go is either Skull Woods or Village of Outcasts, and we have not seen either one of those runners go there yet, which is
now
this race has been very unique in many ways. That is for sure.
Oh yeah. So I'm AG. I'm just coming over here. I go to Hype Cave. Do I go to Swamp Palace now? That can be completed with this item set. Got hammer, got flippers, got hook shots, 6 items in Swamp Palace.
Good chance to find that Quake medallion, and that would be, well, that'd be Link's to Pass Go mode, basically.
It would be no mode for us, for sure.
Well, I wouldn't even call it that, because remember, it'd be Schrodinger's no mode, because we still don't know where the boots are.
The boots. Yep, that's true.
I always forget the boots. I always forget that you might need the boots. It's, again, a very slim chance, but as Chad has pointed out, there was a race just last week that was boots locked in GT, so it can happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're right. Though that big key can be on that torch, and that means the boots are required. They'll be somewhere, but there's no guarantee that they're going to be anywhere before the runners see them. So here's this Swamp Palace play. I like this by AG. I really like this.
At the same time, Blue Crayon finishing off Helmastar King, getting his second crystal, probably, and he's got to probably mirror straight to Eastern and take care of that.
Yeah, that's going to give him basically 3 crystals real quick. I think he went into Eastern earlier, so.
Oh, you must have left something behind here in Pod. He's going to go back and make sure he gets everything.
Yeah, this is the item kind of on the island where the vanilla big key is. He's going to go check this. He's going to be disappointed by it, but...
Last thing you want to do is leave it behind.
No, I'm 100% behind this play, right? You do this when you can. And...
Now he's going to go into Eastern.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the logical play. This is the really how you want to do these 2 dungeons if you can.
And actually, you were mistaken on this one, actually, Cerberov, is that AG was the one that did Eastern earlier. Blue Crayon did not. He's now just now getting.
All right. See, my memory already foggy. Maybe I'm getting ancient.
So you're an ancient gamer yourself, then, huh?
Well, I guess.
All right, let's keep an eye on AG's side since we don't know what in Swamp yet.
Yeah, next ancient gamer. I gotta change my handle here. Yeah, Swamp definitely gonna be interesting here if there's anything in here. So, I mean, I'm AG, what could I be looking for, right? I want 2 things at this point in time, bow and gravity suit. We know the bow is up on the mountain, so it's not going to be in here. If you find gravity suit, do you go back to Super Metroid?
Yeah. And also, bear in mind, we're also still looking for that Quake medallion.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. So there's basically three items before we get to the potential go mode, right? With the exception, we'll just forego in our conversations that the boots are required at this point in time. So that they'll be required as soon as we see that they're actually required. All right. But yeah. So if I'm AG, right? I'm in here. I'm in Swamp Palace. I find gravity suit. Do I go to Meridia? Right?
Yeah, that's a good question on that one. Now, I think for Blue Crayon, I think for us, this is actually new stuff here. This is the big key because it had to be. Yes. So, again, vanilla ice cream anyway. So we still got 1 item out in play because we know one of the items was the small shield.
Yep.
So what is the other item here, or is it on the Armos Knights? And it doesn't matter either way. We're going to find out from both, but let's see. There's the other item, just a little bit of love.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I believe, the compass is still left.
Turning into a bigger piece of love there for Crayon.
Oh, wait a minute. Did AG just start on the right side?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. I don't think you can hook shot across the other way.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think he kind of goofed there. He might have to go back around because the normal one is to go on the left because you can hook shot to the right. Oh, no, you can get around. You're good.
Okay.
Doesn't pay off, but...
No, just a map. That was a real nice room there by Blue Crayon. Man,
he's doing really good here.
Yeah, Blue Crayon has just absolutely been on fire. There's there are those silver arrows in action you were talking about earlier.
I told you, one shot, one kill for each. And that's crystal number 3 for Blue Crayon. And I think we're about to see some diver down action over here on AG's side.
Oh yeah, he's set up for it, so this pretty cool trick.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
took a little bit of work there, but he got it. There's the big key. That's another reason why he did diver down, just to meet. Well, he's not going to, but
well, if his item counts make him have to come back into the dungeon, he'll come back into the dungeon for that big key. All right, so oh, wow, an ice palace from Blue Crayon.
Yeah, and it looks like we are gonna have to check that big chest because I think we still got 2 items left. So if I've done my count correctly. Now I've always laughed at the fact that this dungeon's called the Ice Palace because I live out in Florida, more specifically Central Florida near Tampa. And for the longest time, one of the stadiums that we had in Tampa was called the Ice Palace.
Ice Palace, yeah. Ah.
So there's Argus there for AG, and not much. Blue Crayon still starting his early run in ice. Haven't found anything yet.
Yep, no. This Swamp Palace so far has kind of been a bust. Crayon looks like he's setting up for the Ice Palace clip here. Icebreaker.
Yeah, the Icebreaker. And there's the E-Tank there for AG as he gets his first crystal, believe it or not.
Yep. This fairly finicky trick.
It's in a similar vein to Diver Down because it uses the same kind of setup using a Samaria block, but instead of just going into the water, you just got to cut across and you get to the item there. Not much.
Personally, I find Icebreaker much more difficult than Diver Down.
Yeah, I think we've demonstrated that here.
But yeah, spectacular. Blue Crayon gets it over here and is going to be in kind of the back half of Ice Palace and basically cut out the entire half of this. One thing is, did he go and hit the crystal switch beforehand, or?
I don't know. I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Not sure.
All right, EG buying up all the blue potions.
Make sure he's stocked there.
Yeah, not a bad play, especially with flute. It's so easy to just flute over here and then flute away to where.
Ooh, how convenient! Big key right before the big chest.
Yeah,
so he's gonna bounce up across. Probably gonna head up and check
Ice Tea.
Ice Tea, yeah. Oh no, he's going down. Oh, he's gonna go the other way around.
Okay.
Oh, and AG's gonna follow behind him. He's now heading into the Ice Palace.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's completable. It's a crystal. So it is Zelda progression for AG. I don't blame him for going and doing this, right? You're behind. You're feeling you're behind for sure, and you know, you just want to be doing stuff. I think in Zelda right now. The other thing, right, is like he's missing that bow that Crayon has. You know. So
yeah, that bow's gonna elude him for a little while. In the meantime, we found the last item here in Ice Palace. Blue Crayon just picked up that super missiles out of the big chest, so that is it for items. I believe it's the compass left on Cold Stare, so we're pretty much just waiting for him to get up there.
Yeah, only 3 items in this dungeon.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3. All right. For some reason, half the time I think there's 4.
I double-checked myself. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's Thieves Town Dungeon has 4.
Oh, okay. So that was so yeah, but I know I counted 3 items. So I think I think it's just going to be a key on Cold Stare then.
Yeah. All right. Really nicely done there. Icebreaker by AG. He's getting that. He used a little bit of a buffer there to get it. So that makes it easier. Easier. Doesn't make it easy. All right.
Ooh,
Crayon
loving
using,
the setup here.
yeah, Bombos. And just before he gets that off, I like that he paused to switch over to the fire rod. It's gonna have a couple
very
fire rod
efficient
shots
there.
there. Yeah. Ooh.
He doesn't even need him because he's got Butter Sword, so he takes him down real fast. Nicely done there by Blue Crayon. That is another crystal. And I did not see what that was.
Nope, missed it. Completely missed it. Maybe chat got it.
No, that was a flag on the stream end, so I think that none of us got that. But what we do have is that for Blue Crayon, he has finished both Desert and Ice. Those were our 5-6 crystals, so that opens up Pyramid Fairy.
It does. It does. That is... See, now that's interesting, right? Like, you still have Thieves Town Dungeon and Dark Kakariko plus Swamp Palace, which are both wholesale open. So, do you go and do that Pyramid Fairy, right? Like, I think you do Swamp Palace and then maybe route in the Pyramid Fairy. But, you know, I don't know. We gotta see what Crayon wants to do. Right, here's AG gonna be coming into Cold Stare.
And I think Blue Crayon is, in fact, going to pull the Pyramid Fairy early.
Wow, he's going to do it even before Swamp Palace, which is completely open and a crystal. That's intriguing.
Now, to be fair, we already know that in terms of if he's looking for items, he's making the right play. I don't know, because we know Swamp Palace is a total bust, so this is the right play to make, even though he doesn't realize it.
Well, I mean, it's potentially the right play, right? We don't even know what these 2 items could be.
That's true. It's the better play in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. It right now it has way more potential to be something. All right, there is a crystal for AG. He's going to be happy to make some progress in Zelda. So.
All right, what is our Pyramid Fairy carrying tonight?
I love how that bomb has like 6 times the diameter of a regular bomb, but doesn't actually hurt you if you walk into it.
I know, right? You could literally stand right like the epicenter of that explosion, and it might as well just be a nice swift breeze blowing across to you.
And your little bombs do hurt you. All right, AG's gonna go and looks like he's gonna go take down Desert right now.
Yeah,
I don't blame him here. Yeah, more progression.
Meanwhile, Blue Crayon heading over to Catfish, and I suspect after getting that 300 rupee drop, he might route Zora in on this.
This would be a really good, once again, just very, very efficient with the number of visits that he has to do around different places. That's been key to Blue Crayon's run tonight.
Yeah, everything's been about efficiency, and that's how you win these races. Is that you guys can check the same locations, but which one what you do when can make all the difference, and that's what we've been seeing on Blue Crayon's side. Let's see if the Catfish. Nope, nothing there.
Yep. And this, I think, is going to be your big Zora check. Zora, always a scam.
And a very highly likely one here because we know that we've already got most of the items. But we still have to ask, what does the big fish have for us? A life lesson, love lesson, or value? There's not likely going to be much value here, but you never know. We could still find stuff like Cane of Burna, Magic Cape. We could still find those boots. And we also have Morph Ball Bombs and X-Ray and Spring Ball. We still have a lot of other items we could get as utilities, but let's find out. What does the big fish got for us?
Zach quickly pointing out that Zora is a scam until he's not.
Yep, and he definitely is today. We got a love lesson.
Yeah, once again proven correct by Zora. Just a scam. Never go to Zora. Don't visit him. Shack Tool still could be in logic here.
That's the stack. Well, again, that's when we find gravity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That gravity suit, it could be hanging out in that Turtle Rock.
Crayon now finally got to check that mire shed he's had to pass up on for so long. He's going to be disappointed that he went through all that trouble for nothing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and keep your eye on AG. He's heading over to the dark side over by Kakariko.
Oh, yeah. This is all new stuff. We haven't seen any of this, right? There's Skull Woods in here. Now that is that's a pendant, right? But there are 2 items there. EG, not a big fan of going up there as you see him going down into Village of Outcasts. But, I mean, I like this, right? There's a lot of stuff here in easy progression.
Yeah, though I would want to point out one thing is there's technically not 2 items in Skull Woods, but 3, because bear in mind, Skull Woods is green pendant.
Pendant tonight. Yep, I forgot about that too. Thank you for pointing that out. So yeah, that is another interesting decision point for our runners, whether they go up there and, you know, bother to finish that off. Here's Blue Crayon kind of following suit now. He's coming into Dark Kakariko.
And it looks like he's going to fall into the village as well.
Mm-hmm.
We got 4 items in here. We've already found one of the 4 items in Thieves Town, which that sadly was only a bloopy. But we're also going to see the rest of the Village of Outcasts. AG went straight into Thieves Town.
Yep.
Oh, a lot of cash there for the chess game. Ooh, Blue Mail.
It's a nice upgrade there. Nice, one of those nice safeties that you always love to see in Zelda. Absolutely
also,
not required.
We found and we found 3 of the items in the front of Thieves Town, along with the big key, which was guaranteed.
Yep.
So he only has to find 1 item. That has got to be feeling really good, because that means the odds of having to check the big chest are pretty slim. And even though they have the ability to do so, nice to save a little bit of time.
Yeah, until you do it because the item is there. And then...
That's also very true. Ooh, Cape in the brewery.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. That's going to open up the bouncy ball item thing cave over there.
Bumper Cave and Spike Cave are now in play.
I couldn't think of the word bumper. I was struggling for words tonight. Yeah, thank you, chat. Chat's all over me. We're having such a good time tonight. This has been a spectacular race. No matter what the outcome of this, ultimately, we just hope that you all are having as good a time as we are.
Considering half the chat is saying they're not going to just start calling it Bouncy Ball Cave, I think you're doing fine.
Oh, look, chat's almost thinking like I'm trying to go for Spring Ball. Who knows? Yeah, you know, it's all good. There's the blue mail for Blue Crayon. Putting that up there for his name.
Fusion Warrior in the chat also coming up with a funny name. That would normally be the time where I would do a certain line from Karate Kid, Terry Silver's most infamous scene, but if I did that, I'd blow your eardrums out, so I'm going to save you guys the... Let's just say I might steal that. Waluigi's Pinball.
Oh.
Looks like we're gonna have to check that big chest after all, because yeah, we did not find the items.
Yeah, and this
Oh, it's not
is
even
gonna
worth
be
it.
oh, man. So that leaves what the compass on blind?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, blind 9 hits no matter what. So. Yep, it's absolutely.
Let's find out what
compass.
Blind's pun of the day is.
Ooh, I love these. Half the time I get the blind and then like I stop because I'm reading blind's pun, not realizing that I should just absolutely be mashing through the text.
Indeed. The pun of the day? The beach? I'm not sure I can make it.
I don't know who comes up with these, but I laugh like every time.
People say I'm known for my bad puns.
Is
I
it
should
you?
show these to my wife and say, you can never make fun of my puns ever again. At least mine aren't this bad.
I'm sorry, but due to the quarantine, we will only be making inside jokes the remainder of this stream.
Thank you. Thank you, Lanafis.
You'll be here all week, and be sure to tip your waitress, right?
There you go.
Wow. Chat's mixed reaction over here. This is great. Alright, here is going to be some blueberries there for Blue Crayon. He wants all the blue things. That's why he's the Blue Crayon. As opposed to the red
Indeed.
crayon or the yellow one. Power bombs in the sea house.
Yeah, we've seen all that from Blue Crayon earlier, so these guys are not doing anything new.
Okay. I didn't know if we saw the sea house there for from Blue Crayon. I know he went down to the brewery. We mentioned the Magic Cape there. But something else that's open while we're over here is the hammer pegs, right? We have the smith checks, the purple chest. It'll be interesting to see how these guys kind of route that stuff in. With the mirror, then there's always that graveyard ledge. That particular item that is nasty to route in.
Yeah, they're gonna probably save that unless either A, they find the boots, or B, they've checked everything else. They're not going for that right away. Though AG skipping the smith chain entirely.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think he's going the long way around. He's gonna go around, check all the other checks, and then grab the smith and just run that. I guess since he's got the flute, I guess that makes some sense there.
Yeah. The flute does make routing around Zelda a lot easier or faster. I don't know, however you want to put it. But yeah, since you could just jump around places, you can do a lot of different things. And it doesn't hurt you as much.
Oh, he's gonna check Pyramid Fairy. He hasn't done
Okay.
that yet, so he's doing that, and then probably come back around to check Mirror Cave and Old Stumpy.
Yeah, something else that is open to our runners is the Bombos tablet.
Yeah, which is why I think Blue Crayon's routing is going to be more efficient here, because he's going to check everything on the way, and then once he turns in that chest, he's going to probably check that Bombos tablet as well.
Yeah, he can go over there to that.
And we found the other cane. We found the cane of Brian in there, but he's not going to take it because he's got the cape. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, I will never figure out why Brian left his cane in this game, but, you know, whatever. I'm sure he needs it back.
All right, let's see what the Smiths are working on today.
Yeah, hopefully it's not some dough. Maybe make it something interesting for these runners.
Yeah, they're Heartsmiths tonight.
Okay. Well, you know, they need a little bit of love too.
Yeah, I call them Heartsmiths because there's actually a comic out there called The Heartsmith. Really cute comic, so it just kind of reminds me of that.
I don't know that one.
It's an indie comic. It was like a small just a small comic. You know, it was like a web comic or something like that. Go look it up.
Sure.
It's again, it's cute. It's a heartfelt story.
Well, there you go. And if you like anything like that in chat, you can look it up too.
Exactly.
All right, here's K45.
I still hate that name. I just call it Mirror Cave because it's
Mirror
the only
Cave?
non-name. Yeah, because you have to use the mirror to get there. And it's the only cave of its kind like that doesn't already have a name.
Yeah, yeah. It is weird that it's named Cave 45.
It's because that's the location ID on the map, I
Yeah.
believe.
No, yeah, I mean, look, speedrunners are more creative, shall we say, typically. You know.
Yeah.
Look at half the other names we have. So I'm surprised they haven't named that one. Graveyard Cave. Yeah, that's
no.
that's a little difficult to say.
And AG now picking up his bow. All right,
Yeah,
what do we got in the purple chest?
He's gonna be happy to see this. And now the thing for AG here, right, is he has Pod and Eastern basically finished up. So if he wants to, he can go over there and kind of tie up where Blue Crayon is in crystal position. He'll still be behind him as far as bosses in Super Metroid, but
indeed. Bombo's tablet, no good.
no, just some missiles. Man, that Quake medallion is elusive tonight.
Indeed. Let's see. Checking my tracker right now. I believe there is still one item left in Swamp Palace because we never checked the big chest. Though I could be wrong on that one. We have Bumper Cave, Graveyard Cave, Spike Cave, and Skull Woods still have to play. Also, did we check the digging game? I don't think we...
No, I do not believe either runner has checked the digging game just yet.
So there's still that in play as well. And it looks like Blue Crayon is going to check Swamp Palace.
Yep.
If he checks that big chest and he finds that Quake medallion, that's game, I think. At that point.
Because I don't know that AG is going to go back for that anytime soon. He may not even remember that is a thing. So I'm not sure what he's going for over here. Spike Cave,
I don't think
maybe?
he checked. No, well, no. Then he wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have mirrored over. I think he hasn't checked Ether Tablet yet. He's checking Ether Tablet.
No, he went.
And he's gonna be disappointed.
He went and read it earlier, so I don't know why he would come
he
back.
He must have forgotten
here.
then, because we know this is missiles.
Yeah, Crayon didn't, but AG came over here and read this.
That's weird to me. Why would he check? Why would he go back for that if he knew? He must have forgotten that this was missile.
Not sure. He could do Spike Cave while he's up there, because you can hit the mirror spot, or you can hit the warp, and it'll take you into the dark world, even if you go into the light world like that. But yeah, I don't.
Also, he didn't even do Spike Cave, which was right there, and he has the cave. He could have done it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just talking about. Yeah, so at least he's gonna go to the two crystals that he has over here that are definite progression. They're just going to be him finishing these dungeons because he's already been in both of these, but it's crystal progression at this point in time, and that's something he needs. He needs to keep working toward the end game here. Right? If you overall look at this, right, he's not actually that far behind Crayon.
No, not really. No. Again, if he, once he hits go mode, he can get through a lot of this pretty quickly. So getting these done now really won't cost him any time. Again, it comes down to the fact that he's orphaned a couple of possible locations. Again, that big chest in Swamp where Blue Crayon is now could have something. Yeah. If Blue Crayon grabs that and it ends up being something like Gravity Suit or that Quake Medallion, that's going to be huge. That's going to be a big time loss for AG.
His hope is that Gravity Suit is somewhere in like Turtle Rock, Swamp Palace, or Skull Woods, something like that. Misery Mire maybe, but again, they're gonna have to find that Quake Medallion for two of those options.
Yeah, the biggest problem is gonna be the biggest thing is there is still one other possible location that Gravity Suit could be hiding. Because while Quake can't be here, the Gravity Suit could be on Pedestal.
Yeah. And if
And
that
also
is,
the boots. The boots
Yeah.
are still a thing.
oh yeah, none of those dungeons require boots. Technically, Misery Mire could if you didn't have the hook shot, but they have the hook shot, so that's not a problem. AG gonna be using the cape here to get into the pot. There's that big key for him. So this is interesting here that AG is in Eastern Palace first. I wonder why he did this instead of finishing off Palace of Darkness.
It really doesn't matter either way, in all honesty.
Well, it's one less mirror warp this way.
I would say the time loss is minuscule. Then again, with AG, he needs every second he can get, so I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. I mean, I get it. These seeds are like, 3 hours long. So, what's 10 seconds here and there? But when you're racing against somebody else, 10 seconds, you might want it. So, Crayon looks like he's not going for that diver down. Interesting. We'll see if Crayon wants to go back for those chests where the big key is. I would imagine he absolutely does. And then it's a question of, will he want to pick up the big chest, the big key chest, as a second pass? Come back into the dungeon to do it, or will he go back out and pick it up while he's in here?
Yeah. Looks like he might wait until the second round.
I think this is reasonable because if I'm Crayon, right, I'm looking for like two more items, right, and I have 2 more chests basically on the way, right? One of them being Argus, and one of them being the one in the waterfall room there, right? So I take my chances that the items I'm looking for are there and not in the big chest rather than go back. It's a little bit more efficient if it turns out that that's the case. And it's, again, that minimal time loss that we were talking about there. Like, it's kind of the... You want to pick your inefficiencies, right? So...
Yeah, there is no super efficient routing here when it comes to this big chest. It's either you go back now and not have anything and have to waste that time, or you go take on Argus first, it not have anything and go back. Either way, you're taking a gamble, and if it doesn't pay off, you're wasting a little bit of time to check the other.
Yep.
So it doesn't really hurt either way. And then again, I think going after Argus first is a smarter play because it does pay off. You're saving so much more time. Whereas if you do find the item in the big chest, you're still gonna have to fight Argus anyway. So unless it's pendant swamp, you're not going for it.
Exactly. So. All right. Looks like AG's coming into the turtle room. This room, awful.
Always. And
one
Blue
of the
Crayon was
worst
double checking. Blue Crayon took a second to double check things, and he's like, "Oh, I think I saw an item in here. I'm gonna go grab that."
Yeah.
Now comes the moment of truth. This is gonna be the determining factor. If the gravity suit or Quake is in this big chest, then this could be very much Blue Crayon's race to lose, because it might be a while before AG ever considers coming back here.
Absolutely. Here's the
Enter Quincy Lumberjack was checked. It was nothing.
Yeah, it
And
was
nothing.
just
Okay, so AG still in this.
Lumberjack was a reserve tank for Super Metroid. So, AG getting trolled there a little bit by Helmasaur King. Has silver arrows. Okay, golden sword I guess is good enough. Gets the job done there.
Yep. All right, so what is Blue Crayon going to do now? Is he going to go up to Skull Woods and gamble on the green pendant, or is he just going to warp here and then just check Bumper Cave and Graveyard Ledge?
It looks like, I mean, if I'm Crayon, I go up, right? It's 3 items up, and I can also route in Bumper Cave and Graveyard Ledge as well on my way out.
And there's one other thing we can do. Because what 2 items do we have?
Oh yeah, we can check on what is on that pedestal as well. So yeah, you're right. We have that mirror in the book. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he might full clear Skull, check pedestal, and then check Bumper on the way out, and then head over to Sahasala to check green pen.
Yeah. Once again, this is some really efficient routing by Blue Crayon, minimizing his number of visits to different locations, and while maximizing the amount of things that he's picked up. And that's what it's about when you play Randomizer, folks.
Now, someone in chat brought up a good question. If gravity is indeed on pedestal, do you take the time to go get it, or do you just say screw it and do Suitless Meridian?
It depends on your familiarity with some of the tricks in Suitless Meridia, because they are time consuming.
Hold that thought for a minute. I don't mean to interrupt, but look at AG. Look where he's going.
Oh yeah, he's going into Meridia. He is going into that Meridia. This is I'm not even sure. This is a really interesting play by AG, right? There's some if he wants to go and fight Dragon right here, there's some tough tricks to get out of Dragon's room. So it'll be really interesting to see what he's going to do. I can't imagine he's going to go over to Aqueduct, because that would lock him in to that area. It does have grapple and ice beam to kind of get out of that spot, but you know, he's already here by Dragon, so you want to Spring Ball. Sadly, that's not gonna help him too much right here and now. And if he's not careful, yeah, he can fall into the sand pit there, which he definitely does not want. This is a really nice item. I think it's the best item in the game, but it doesn't do anything for AG right now.
All right, Mothula time for Blue Crayon. I don't know if he's found any of the other items yet.
No, I don't think he has, and I think that's what makes it really, really easy for him to come right over here to the Moth. They did fix the glitch with the gold sword, so you can see Blue Crayon having no problem with Mothula there. There is a weird glitch with Mothula and the golden sword in the vanilla game, where he doesn't take damage from it normally. He takes you have to like do swipes on him from the golden sword. It's kind of weird.
And unfortunately, Blue Crayon skipped the pet check.
Yeah,
didn't even bother.
That's a bit of an inefficiency in some of the rest of his kind of spectacular routing, and I'm actually a little bit surprised that that's what he's doing. I think we're going to be seeing a save here from AG before he goes down into Dragon. I'm really surprised by this from AG because I don't think he's that familiar with the grapple beam jump to get out of Dragon. And the other thing that he's going to need is a crystal flash. Well, I'm not even sure what he's doing now.
I think he was just going to check what was the item there right before Dragon, but it just ended up being a super missile, so he saved out.
Yeah,
He reset out. I think that's all he was doing.
So he checked pressures from, and then, yeah, I guess I'm not. So now maybe he goes into sand pits, and if this brings you Quake Medallion, because it can't bring him Gravity Suit. So if this brings you Quake Medallion,
I think he was just checking a couple of items here just to be safe, maybe see if he could save some time, but it just didn't pay off because he's already heading back to shopping mall.
Okay, yeah.
All right, here we go. Graveyard Ledge here for Blue Crayon.
Yeah, this notoriously difficult to route in. I kind of like where he's going with this. Boy, if
there it is! Gravity Suit has been located.
oh boy, yeah, that makes AG's play here really unfortunate, right? Because now, if he had that coming into Meridia, would be really easy coming in through the back and just killing Dragon, picking up whatever you need, and heading down. AG still has to defeat Ridley, and it looks like he's coming into this Mire area so he can go to Lower Norfair. And with his loadout, again, he's going to full clear Lower Norfair. And that's going to be unfortunate because he's not going to find anything. We know from Blue Crayon having gone and done all of that, that there's nothing here for him.
Yeah, in the meantime, Blue Crayon, speaking of, is now checking the digging game. He wants to see, because he wants to make sure he's clearing out everything he can, because if he finds the Quake Medallion, he's in go mode.
He is in that go mode. AG pounding away at Golden Chorizo with super missiles. Doesn't have him in the corner, but with his loadout, doesn't really need him in the corner.
Oh, and digging game, a total bust. Paid all that money, and he gets a single rupee for it.
Yeah, here's a nice negative return on your 80 rupees there.
And if I'm gonna be if I'm a betting man, I'm putting my money on Blue Crayon heading to Spike Cave next.
Yeah, this is that check that we were talking about a few minutes ago that AG could have done. And if this turns out to be Quake, right, like that's also pretty disheartening for AG, because when's he going to come back and check this as well?
And even if it's something like Boots, that's still going to be pretty bad. But yeah, Quake definitely will be that. Again, if it's Quake, that's game over. That the race is pretty much as good as done. Because then again, AG could still catch up pretty quickly. He's not, like you said earlier, he's not super far behind.
No, he's not.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, Oh no, wait, Blue Crayon's checking Ether Tablet first. He hasn't checked this yet.
Yes, so this is that. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. AG came and read the Ether Tablet before, so I was really surprised he actually went over to go pick it up. He might have not remembered the clue, which sometimes the clues are difficult to figure out. And he did, like, he routed it in so much earlier in the game when he went over to the Tower of Hera and picked up the grapple beam, right? I mean, we're talking about hour 1 or so. All right, here's Blue Crayon. He's going to go do that.
Now he's doing Spike Cave.
Yep. Yeah, Brian leaving all sorts of things in this game. His cane, his cave. I don't know. That guy, he needs to pick up his stuff.
All All right, let's see what's this cave hiding on us. Nope, just some bombs.
So that's not terrible from the perspective of, you know, how do we keep this race close? So I'm Blue Crayon. Where do I go? I can't get into Mire. I can't.
If he's done
Meridia.
everything,
he's going to Meridia.
He's gonna probably go to
yeah,
he's going to Meridia, which is the good call because literally Link to the Past, the only location we have not checked is Green Pendant. We haven't turned that in yet.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's not gonna be. He's got Meridia now. He's found that gravity suit, so I don't know how much that's gonna be on his mind.
Yeah, I think he's saying like no, it's got to be Meridia. That's a last resort because that's a single check. Meanwhile, Meridia, we've got a ton of items in there right now. I'd be going to Meridia too, to be honest. Because as soon as he finds this, it's going to be he's good to go. Meanwhile, AG now taking on the lizard. Don't fight him a Durgan.
This stupid space pelican, nobody really likes him. I don't understand. He hides out in like the most remote corner of Zebes, and you know, just very, very annoying. 30 super missiles is going to be fed to the space pelican. Were some power bombs?
I think he was trying to wait for Ridley to grab him, but he just wasn't
he
playing very
laid
well.
a power bomb by accident there. Okay, I can see that. All right, here is a Mama Turtle. Now, we have not seen this from either of our runners, so it'd be interesting to see what's down here. Some PBs and maybe some J.
A little
bit of jelly. Nope. All right. So did AG pick up the plasma beam behind Ridley?
Yeah, he did. He clearly did.
Okay.
I could see him using it.
All right. Yep. All right. Yeah, I did not. I was checking out what was at Mama Turtle. All right. Nice spark up Mount Everest here by Blue Crayon. We're gonna see him go up to the watering hole in the Meridia Beach right now. Basically 3 items up there, and it's a quake or bust right now. That's what Crayon needs.
Again, because you know it will be Schrodinger's Go mode, because we don't know if this is a boots lock seed as far as GT is concerned. But again, the odds of it very slim. It's a 1 in 22 chance that it's boots lock. So there's really, you're not worried. Wait. There it is.
Ooh, there it is. Oh man, there's that quake medallion. So that's go mode there for
That's
Crayon,
Schrodinger's
right?
Go mode. I'm not going to make the official call until we see the GT torch. Once I see that, I will call go mode. But until then, it is 95.5% chance we've got go mode right now, and I'm pretty sure Blue Crayon is gonna play as though he's in go mode.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. If I'm Crayon, I see that quake medallion. That's exactly what I'm doing. Is I'm just running as fast as I can through the rest of the game, and I want to complete it. I want to be done. So yeah, the other thing here is, right, Crayon is in Super Metroid, and once he's done Dragon, he can full clear Super Metroid, and I mean full clear, go into Torian and defeat the Mother Brain. So, does he want to do that at some point, or will he save that until after Ganon?
The usual route I see most runners do is go through Link to the Past, and given the fact that Blue Crayon literally only has 1 dungeon left in Link to the Past, he's probably going to do that, run straight to GT, clear that, and then just go straight to Turian, because that just seems like an efficient routing setup for me, and I think that's what most runners tend to do anyway, so that just seems to be what we're going to probably be seeing here soon.
Yeah, I think this save and quit, which will take you to the ship, which gives you pretty quick access to
exactly, and on top of that, once he defeats Dragon, he can just go right back to Shopping Mall to go to Turtle Rock. So yeah.
Yeah, interesting. AG going. Okay, he was going back into double chambers there, but if you'll note, he has the ice beam, which was in that room earlier, so he's already checked double chambers and wave. So AG might be having a little bit of trouble with his tracker, not remembering, not having some of the locations checked off already. Because he's basically done here with what he can do in Metroid, and he needs to go to that graveyard ledge. That's going to give him the rest of the game. All right, so that spark a little bit low there for Blue Crayon, not quite where you wanted to be on Dragon, but still very good. Got a setup here for oh no, he had a very close setup for a quick grapple, but. This no big deal. He can recover from this.
And he got him.
Yeah, this is just a kind of a timing thing, and you can kill Dragon. She's kind of a pain because it depends on how many times she wants to whack you with her tail. Yeah, you could just kind of spam the grapple beam and you'll basically get it. All right, Blue Crayon gonna come out of the press room here and back into the Coliseum, and so I think now, right? Where do I want to go back into Zelda if I'm Blue Crayon? Do I want to go? I think I want to go back to the business center so I can be up on Death Mountain, right? Is that like the most efficient way?
Yeah, like I said, go here through Shopping Mall, and then just mirror flute over to Death Mountain, go into Turtle Rock, and then just go from there.
Okay, so this is a little bit this is a little bit different than what I was just proposing, but this is you do have the mirror, so you can come over here. This is going to be much faster.
Oh, actually, he's gonna save and quit. What I would have done, but okay.
All right, you can save and quit.
Wait, what the? Oh my God! What did he just? Oh my God! He just deleted his save file.
Oh no! All right.
Oh no!
Oh no! All right, Blue Crayon. Blue Crayon has.
And yeah,
so here's what happened, guys. So both players have agreed to do a rematch. We will redo this race. I don't think it's going to be tonight, but AG is going to be a good sport about this. We're going to redo this race at another time. We're going to bring them in for an interview, though, because they both want to do an interview. So sorry about just jumping in on you, but we had to get the explanation out ASAP. Once restream.
Understandable, but oh my God, that oh.
Yeah, well, thanks for that, Leno.
Yeah, thank you for the update. And meanwhile, we now have the Blue Crayon joining us here in the call. Dude, I am so sorry, man.
Yeah, I cannot believe I just did that. Like, you have to fail 3 times in a row to get to that point to delete your file, and I was just twitchy enough for that to happen.
Yeah, because you were in go mode. That's what makes it even worse. It's like you were right. You were like straight up. You would have won. Like you had a pretty good lead at this point.
Oh, that's so rough. Because once I had that, I had my last save quit and Link to the Past. After that, that couldn't have happened.
And to clarify in chat, no, AG has not won this race. Both players have agreed to a rematch, so they are forfeiting tonight, and they will be having a rematch at a later date. There is no default here.
And I originally just forfeited, not expecting that. Ancient Gamer was the one that was offering to have a rematch, so I thank him a lot for that.
Speaking of, the Ancient Gamer now joins us here in the call as well. Sorry things had to end this way, my friend.
It was nobody's fault but mine, Shades. At the beginning, it was either AGA or go wreck ship with no speed booster. I didn't want to do that, so of course I went the AGA way and quickly found out that was not the play. And then I got to wreck ship and found out it was a required double dip. And I derped a lot of my execution. I knew I was behind. That's why I made that play into Meridia. I did do one seed where you couldn't find gravity, but you had all of the equipment that we had, and hookshot was at that Dragon missile location, which gave you gravity. So I was trying to make a big play to maybe catch up time. I think he was probably about 10 or 12 minutes ahead of me from what I saw. After I left desert, I was going into graveyard ledge, so I guess that would have done it. But when
graveyard ledge was where gravity was hiding. At this point, by the time this happened, Crayon was in go mode, and like this race would have been over. And so, but that hurts so bad. And you know what, chat? I agree with the chat on this one. Props to you, Ancient Gamer, for allowing the rematch, because class act, my friend.
Well, I don't win or lose. I don't want to win that way. I'm not the easiest fella to get along with. But there's a lot of people out there that will attest to that. But I wanted to do it the right way, and the guy was clearly ahead. When he says he's in go mode and he deleted his file, I don't want to do that. I feel like if I had made the other call to wreck ship, I would have been a little more competitive. So, I'm not taking it that way. So a lot of you out there, maniacal, relax, your bracket's still intact.
I tried to throw the game on purpose just for him.
No, for real. This is, I have my son watching me, and this is the right thing to do. This is all about fun. I don't care about the money. I'll never make it to there anyway. The best man needs to win, and if it's him, then he'll win next time. But I want my win to be clean. So we're gonna do it again. It won't be in the next day or two, because I'm working late the next couple of days to make up for not working late today. Sorry, Blue. We're gonna have to get together on that, but he'll get his rematch if SpeedGaming will work with me on, or the admins will work with me on that.
Well, still, that is honor, my friend, and that kind of honor deserves to be praised, regardless. So, still, but we do have a couple questions about this particular race outside of what just happened. But for example, I wanted to ask Ancient Gamer, very early, like right at the start, instead of doing like some of the normal routing that most runners do, you went straight to South Shore. What was your thought process behind that?
All right, it's pretty much common practice for a lot of people to go to Houlihan first, okay? And I get that. What I do is I will go to Dam first and then go to Sanctuary. What I'm trying to do is give myself a chance to find bombs or a little bit of money to head straight into Kakariko without burning the Houlihan. I know I'm risking finding the flippers, but actually the odds of finding money there are about 5 times greater, 6 times greater than finding flippers. So I feel like it's a play. Sometimes you wind up doing the Houlihan anyway, but in that case, you've already gotten the dam check out of the way, and that doesn't really bother me that much on going to Mini Moldorm or going to Agena, So that's just the way I do it. It has worked out. Sometimes it's bit me on the butt, but that's what I do it.
Understandable there. But yeah, that was something I've never seen done before. And like I said, normally I see people either do the Houlihan like you mentioned, or they'll usually do the typical, Sanctuary to Lumberjack to Lost Woods Kakariko play, the usual Sphere 0 check. So that was just something I've never seen before, but I can see your logic behind that.
And occasionally you score something like boots or a hammer or a sword or something. If I get a weapon, then when I go to check Uncle, I can go ahead and do escape without having to resort to bombs if I have it. It's just a little thing I
get it. But still, and this whole seed was like really crazy overall, because like we were saying, like Link to the Past hardly only had like a few select items. I would say 90% of the items you guys were looking for were in Super Metroid. My lord, man, how did you feel when you were going through there and realizing that?
I felt bad when I went to the wreck ship and it was so stacked. I knew I was behind anyway. I know that Blue is a speedrunner from days gone by. Usually, although I haven't been demonstrating it lately, usually in the earlier matches, most of the people that I'm up against come from the Link to the Past, and I kind of count on my Super Metroid to make up time. I knew I didn't have that luxury this time. So when I saw what Wreck Ship had, I thought that my best chance would be to try to get into A Link to the Past and score something. The early dip into Eastern and Pod, not doing it, has bitten me so many times. I went to both of those, and of course, nothing. You know, I was trying to do stuff to offset what I figured his advantage would be, because I knew he was ahead of me. When I saw the speed booster, you know, I did the early check and saw the speed booster at Croc. And when I saw what was all at Wreck Ship, I said, okay, here's what you need to do. You've got to go get that speed booster right now. Come back up, get your ice rod. Hope that there's something like Space Jump or whatnot up at Criteria. Power Bombs or Gauntlet or Supers or Waterway. And, of course, all of that was crap. If you skipped that, Blue, you did good, because it was pure crap. And then I knew I was really playing catch up.
I ended up 100%ing both games almost, aside from Turtle Rock. It was just that I full cleared SM, everything I could first, so I didn't have a lot of double dipping going on.
Yeah, that's actually one thing I wanted to comment on, Blue, is that your routing was like, even though, yeah, you ended up almost 100%ing both games completely, the fact that you got as far as you did as quickly as you did just shows how efficient your routing was. That was actually really insane how efficient you were being the entire time.
Yeah, so seeing those power bombs early on and the morph ball spot was the only reason I went to SM as soon as I did, because 5 power bombs through that beginning route is terrible. So I was able to go backwards and do it a little differently than normal. Also, dropping down to 2 health was a little scary on the way back.
Yeah, there was a couple of points where your health got really low, like when you were running up Terminator, and you like when you entered Terminator and you had like 7 health. I'm sitting there like,
yeah, and that's one thing I try to avoid, is I never get too concerned about my health, because if you start like worrying about it too much, then it usually causes you to screw up more.
Understandable. Well, let's not keep you guys too long, because you guys got to start working on plans for your rematch here. But any final thoughts before we close this out?
GG, Blue, man. I'm sorry it turned out for you that way. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping to give you a rougher time next time, but
I mean, hopefully it'll be a more LTTP based seed. That way it'll be a really close match, because I think you're better than me in Link to the Past.
Maybe you need to watch the VOD. We'll see. But anyway, y'all have a good night, and a quick shout out all the guys in my channel, you know, Cy, Susie, Pound, Becky, Wesker, Contrarian, Fusion. I know I'm going to leave somebody out and be in the doghouse, especially my son, Reverse. Thank y'all for all the support. Zeruvian. I'm a little bit of an outlier in the community, and y'all support means a lot to me, even though I'm sometimes a cranky old guy. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, all those guys in your chat that hang out.
Oh God. Oh God. And Cerberus, one of my oldest friends on Twitch. Holy crap. I'm sorry.
He getting called out over there.
He did say he was going to leave somebody out, so
he did.
Y'all have
Blue,
a good night.
You too, Gamer. Blue, any final words from you?
Everyone should follow Ancient Gamer, because he's a really cool guy.
Indeed. Yeah, make sure you guys follow both Ancient Gamer and the Blue Crayon on Twitch. Show them some love, and especially after a night like this, they need some love right now. We normally would have the bot, but I think we had some technical difficulties early today, so I don't know if the bot's fully working.
Bot is not working. Blue, what is your Twitch stream so everyone can follow you?
The Blue Crayon with underscores. I'll type it in.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and there. Actually, your chat's already helping you out on that one. There you go. But yeah, make sure you give him a follow. Same with Ancient Gamer. And of course, shout out to our tracker, Lanofis, for all the help tonight, especially after everything that's gone down. Good for you to step in on that, my friend. Of course, myself and my co-commentator, Cerberov. Cerberov, it has been a pleasure working with you, my friend.
Yeah, we have some more matches coming up tomorrow at 9 p.m. We're gonna have Bressingham Voight versus Sandtrigger at 9:10 p.m. And at 10 p.m. we're gonna have N Diaz versus Edium. There's still lots more awesomeness to come in this Super Metroid Zelda Link to the Past randomizer tournament action. So the schedule bot probably not working, but be sure to check the schedule for SpeedGaming for all the additional action. And yeah, thank you all for coming out and watching. We couldn't be here without you folks too.
Indeed, indeed. Make sure you follow all of our channels, SpeedGaming and SpeedGaming 2 through 6, to check out all those races coming up and all the other tournaments and specials that we've got going on all the time here at SpeedGaming. Can't miss out on that. But until then, on behalf of everyone here at the SpeedGaming family, my name is The Shades, and we will see you guys next time. Rock on!